My goodness. Keith Pelzer in the building. On time, too. Kinda. Show up when he wanted to, 801. 801.
Down version. I see what you're doing.
What I'm saying? You getting better. You getting better. What's good, brother? What's good with you? Hold on. Let me get
Not
my
much,
glasses
man.
on
How are
so
you?
I can see you too, because I'm liking that.
Oh man, and
Whoa.
these not even the lensless ones. These got the lens in them, but because I
Okay.
put the lights over there, I don't care. I ain't even
Right.
worried about it.
Well, you're looking good. You look like you had a good Thanksgiving holiday. Look like you may have eaten everything that was on the plate and went back 2 or 3
No.
times, didn't you?
I didn't grew out of the old school Baptist Thanksgiving traditions. I don't knock them, but I'm like, man, the hangovers for them joints was just too much. So I moved off of the pork over 15 years ago, so that
Yeah.
wasn't a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had to move off of the sleepy turkey
Got to.
and all of that stuff. So
Got to.
I-
Mhm.
I just nibbled on a couple different things and called it a day. I ain't got right back on the bike and rode me 30 some miles.
Okay. We
I watched everybody else do their thing though.
Yeah, you watch everyone else end up with the itis.
Look,
end up
plates
sleep.
weird. I mean, go for it. Stuff falling off the plate and everything. I said, man,
Fighting over the cranberry.
I ain't gonna kill nobody vibe. You know what I mean? Like, but as for me in my house, just me.
Well, we
Because
gonna
the rest of the house,
gonna-
they did what they want: mac and cheese. Mom, make this, cook that. I gotta cook it. Cool, do your thing. But as for me and my temple, I was like, I'm getting too old for this.
You know what I'm saying? Mess around, have to wake up in the middle of the night, can't breathe. I know.
Yeah, I can't afford to be buying a new pair of jeans after
No.
during the holidays.
No, man,
You know?
I'm with you, man.
I gotta be able to put on the ones I had on all year.
That's funny because I was just talking to
I
Jen
can't
and
afford
just
for the plate to change my pockets. You know?
I was talking to Jen this morning when she left for work. I said, "Oh, girl, that's nice outfit. Is that brand new?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, okay. I'm just wearing what I had on 5 years ago. I got the same old clothes, but okay,
Yeah,
it's all right."
yeah.
But
Gotta
we
do that.
We did what we did too. We again trying to clean it up, not trying to eat too much that's not right for you. I'll put it that way.
Well, you know, I learned not to kill. Like, I learned not to be the health expert
Yeah.
in the holidays, and then we got Christmas coming up too.
Mhm.
So I'm more gym motivated because I'm not going to knock the people that, all of a sudden now y'all going to the gym. Hey, I got, I'm not even doing that. I'm just like, to each his own. But I'm there for the Nicodemuses and the women at the well. I'm there for you.
Boy,
If you want
starting
holler.
early.
But for everybody else, like, I ain't killing the scribes and the Pharisee parties and, the temple y'all go ahead and do your thing. I'm
Do your
talking.
thing.
Just
I'm
do it.
gonna
Be
stay in my
merry. We
lane.
done
I'm
been
gonna
through
stay
too
in my
much.
Like you say, what happens in my house?
Yeah, but as for this house, meaning me, my body, look, I had to do things differently. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you, man.
do
I'm
things
with you.
different.
And this is tea, y'all. This is not Long Island. I'm just
Hey
drinking
man,
tea.
if it's act right, act right.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Because
Do
we
what
just
you
talked
gotta
about
do.
it. Because when we get done here, I'm gonna go myself and kind of move some heavy things around. Yeah.
Oh, you changed your room up too?
Well, no, I'm going to the gym.
Okay, got you.
Yes, sir. I go at night. I go when the youngsters are not there. I don't like
Got
being
you.
in there when the high schoolers and the the young college kids are there because
Well, you feel like you in there with your Isaiah, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm
You're like, I'm not trying to be a dad right now, Yeah, when I was in the gym and my son's friend showed up, when it was like, hey, Mr. Pels, what's going on, man? Hey. I'm like, all right, dude, this is
that time for
awkward.
you.
And the little female friends, people looking at you like, why the old dude with the beard, all the little young girls talking to him, like, they went to school with my son. That's it. They know me from my son.
That's all they know. That's all
They
we know.
They been in that joint and they had them gym clothes on. All right. They come with that, hey, Mr. Pelzer, how are you? It's like,
Everybody want to be friends.
They don't get the context of that. So y'all just wave, text my son and be like, yo, I seen your dad in the gym. Text his girlfriend, like, your boyfriend's dad is in the gym. Just say hi, keep it going. Y'all can't stand over here talking to me, 3 little high schoolers standing around my machine. You know what I mean?
All
Dudes
these
looking at
cameras
me like,
on you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We all watching you too, boy. We all these cameras
man,
on you.
I'm like, nah, people don't be getting the context. Y'all gonna have me all jammed up in here. You're not doing that.
You're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna have some explaining to do. That's what it is. Miss Tina gonna put one of them boots on you. Listen, I saw the boots. She gonna put one of them boots on.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna put all your business out there, but there it is, right? She gonna put one of them boots on you.
Boy,
oh my God.
It's funny, man, because I seen it happen to some other dudes in there, and it's just like, you try to keep the conversation short, but they not thinking, they just like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. Like, next thing you know, they take something, whoa, take no pictures. Like, no,
we don't need to be. That's why when I sit down at the I don't have my phone with me. I have my AirPods and I got all my music on my watch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking no pictures. I don't want to talk. If someone need to reach me, I can get text messages from my watch, but I'm not initiating no gym selfies. Okay.
Yeah. And the way they do now to get attention, I'm just like, geez, doing too much. So yeah, I get you. You go at them shallower times when ain't nobody.
I go there when it's just me and the old cat that's cleaning up the, cleaning up the room. Me and Ed. Ed know me. That's his name. Shouts out to my boy Ed. Me and Ed get along.
Got you.
We doing vertical now. Shouts out to Instagram. We got folks on IG. Oh my goodness, we got folks over on IG.
IG, come on, IG.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. You can leave some messages over there.
Man, I wish you could connect with people on IG.
Yeah.
Cause I can share it, can I?
Yeah, I sent you the link earlier, but you didn't.
No. I mean on IG.
Yeah, Yes, you can.
Wait. You can set up the link to do a duel on IG as well.
No, that you cannot do.
That's what I mean. That's what I was saying.
We not
you
that.
Do that, man. That's
maybe,
crazy.
Maybe in the next release of Ecamm. Shouts out to brothers over at Ecamm. Maybe in the next release we could do that, but this one we can't.
Oh man.
Look, Chris over there, Stone got some jokes. He said Keith busted out with the scar for winter, but
hey man,
it's just a nice short slip.
Oh man.
Comments right.
Okay, I should enjoy full screen view better. Yeah, I got you, Davidson. He's saying about the looking at it on your computer, the widescreen, you miss it. But yeah. Hey, look, I seen Kurt Nugent try the vertical as well.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, he did a vertical. I'm like, I like to see when people move with whatever's moving with,
We did it first, but okay, ain't nobody, not mad at nobody.
Huh?
I said we did it first, but
yeah, you try stuff and you experiment, you pay attention to what's going on, you do it, you get it done, bro. I was dropping some.
Come on with something on your mind.
This year, no, this coming year, like I'm not one of those end of year, next year is going to be the best one. Yeah. It's like people be saying that you still got 28 days left to really do something life-changing now rather than put it all on next year. If God graces you and you get the next year, you're going to be there anyway. And the natural habit of planning is what happens when you get to February. Are you waiting until 2026 or, you just doing what you're doing? Because that's what you do. So I think like right in and now, I have been, setting up and thinking, I'm not going to, for me, I got to get out and talk about it and just be about it. And so, and then a lot of that giving off the ideas. I read a quote today that was real good, and it was lining up stuff about if you want to be good for the next 30 days, do this. You want to be good for the next year, do that. You want to be good for a lifetime. It says, help somebody out. Like, like commit to making people better,
Yeah.
because that's the strength. Because the dial-in of it is when you really commit to making people better, you actually are sharpening yourself. So the idea is, if I really want to help people, I have to get to understand the way you help them is to just show them, right? And people think teaching is like sitting down, stopping your life to get somebody to get something. If you stop to get one person to get something, that's cool, but you have to understand, is that your teaching method to maintain you? For some people, they're not creatives. They may know something that can help creatives and they can stop and teach somebody. But you have to realize, am I the person that can stop and teach everybody, or do I have to teach people by going? And so there's a way to go and teach while you're going.
Yeah, that's really distinctive. Okay.
You know what I mean? So in other words, like if we stop, how many people are you going to show how to set up cameras? Because then you kind of messing up, staying on the edge of what you need to do next, because you're still trying to help 100 people get it. And that's why I remember we talked about this before, and I said the reality with masterclass people is you're always giving somebody your yesterday. Right? Because if you give me your today, you're not getting on what's supposed to be on today, because you can't actually do both of them at the same time. So for people to get it, you actually have to stop, but you can't keep moving if you stopped. So you have to take the you that was moving in the summer, and you got to masterclass that throughout the winter while you're getting ahead to the spring. And so your audience is always going to be the version of you, the 2.0, while you on 2.3. And that's just the reality. And then that can help people choose and say, hey, I don't need the masterclass. I'm going to just keep watching James Daly show because I know how to keep up, because I'm game recognized game. And you can't not teach me, right? But if you believe that you're that great, that you can do you and I can never outdo you doing you, you're by default teaching me, but you're also keeping yourself sharp. And so a lot of times your creativity, because I noticed this in you, I think, and I don't want to speak for your heart for you, but I believe this is what I get from you. You love doing what you do so much that that's how you help other people. You slow down when you deliberately try to stop and say, hey, I'm gonna help y'all. It's like, well, the people that you really need to help, you helping them by just doing, because we looking like, oh, I like that, Jay. Oh, I see what you're doing. And if I ask you a question, it shouldn't take your whole day out to answer and say, hey, James, why you go vertical? And you can say, well, because this, that, and the third, and you can get this link and do this and do that. Boom. I only took about 3 minutes of your time.
Right.
If I need a whole masterclass on that, you can't stay ahead of where you're trying to get to, because you have to now automate that, and you have to put that behind you for everybody that, and I don't want to use the word slower, but not up to par to get and understanding what is in you creatively. So I said all that to say I have been slowing myself down, because this room here that I'm about to break down, this is kind of like a 3-year-old room that's still fresh for a lot of people when they walk in it. I mean, they like,
that. Yeah, imagine that.
Look,
Yeah.
That table, man, the mic, they're like wild on something. I'm like, this 3 years old. And dude, the idea I got for my next room is going to be crazy, where with the teleprompters, I'm on a different mode with teleprompters, and I've been watching news stations and ESPN and all, and I'm like, I'm gonna do that. So I'm trying to be on some next level stuff, and I realize that in order to help people, you got to get it done. And when you get it done, God will connect you with the people, the masterclass, the James Hicks that 100 people in the class need and want, but we don't need you to slow down to masterclass it. We need you to keep going, because your brain is a little different. I wouldn't have known about the meta glasses if you wasn't flowing with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I appreciate that, because that's timely, especially as I think you were a recipient of today's email about something that's about to jump off here next year, right? And again, keep it moving keeping. I don't want to make this all about me. What's up? I see everybody coming in as well. We see y'all.
Kevin,
That's a trip, because literally, again, a half hour before we went online just now, I was on the line with a good buddy of mine who wants to release a movie online on YouTube, and we were walking through kind of a marketing strategy. And I was telling, woo, do this, do that, and let's plan on doing this, and all those kinds of things. And it only took 15 minutes or so, and boom, and we was off on to the next thing. But that is really where I feel my value to whatever community, society, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, digital creators, whatever adjective you want to call them, by doing the thing.
Yep.
I can't just be in the comments saying, "Hey, what's happening? I see you. What up, yo? Nice show." I got to do we got to do the vertical aspect ratio to do something different. We got to change that. We got to have the little music playing in the background that's looped a special way. We got to have this is an AI generated track that's actually coming off of Suno.com that no one else has. I made this specifically for us, and not too many other folks are. I don't know. Not too many other folks, I think, are getting out of their own comfort zone to be as creative as they could be and should be.
Well, you know what it is? Because we do find, listen, I think everybody I've met, especially in the Ecamm community, we've all, to an extent, suffered from not vain attention, but being recognized, if that's a way to say it. We want to be recognized for, hey, I take good pictures. Like, I'm going to tell you this, and I learned this, and these are people I love, but I could do something like, so you put me up on the Wander bag, right? Mm-hmm. I give you credit for that. You ain't asked for it. I'm just going to, when I remember, I'll say it. Like, I'm on Zelu glasses, but if you told me about them, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah. Like, I tell people I knew about the Meta glasses, but James was the trigger to make me say, hey, let me try these, because I trust all the other stuff you do. And I'm like, well, if this guy wearing, let me give it a try. And I'm gonna do it my own way. But the bag, the Wander bag, that, because I got the owner bag, I had the other bag, and then you was like, oh, this Wander. I looked it up, and I'm like, I respect your opinion, and when you say something on it, that helps me to determine, is it for me or not for me. Right. But what ends up happening, I learned this, a lot of people want attention to say, I want to be recognized because I put up more than 3 cameras. 90% of the time I'm only using 1 camera, right? But if I spent my money and I got 4 different angles, I can do 1 or 2 things. Either, like on my YouTube, I'm doing my own plug on my YouTube, but one of my videos that people are still hitting me about now is wrapping the mic. And I literally tell people, you can just pay and get the mic done the way you want. You don't even have to go through all that. But I showed how I wrap the mic. The biggest question I get, and I get inbox on, is, yo, that camera work is crazy. Like the moving thing. And then I start talking about Edelkrone, and I talk about, but I'm not going live saying, oh, look at my, jib, and this jib is so-and-so, and look at what it does, and blah, blah, blah. And see, I got 20 angles, like, that's cute, but people that want attention, they spend time talking about the stuff that they put together rather than just using the stuff. If you put 5 different angles in your room, use the 5 angles and don't sit around and try to impress everybody with, ooh, I got 5 angles.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
It's easier to say, hey, I got the A7 I version 2, like in talking, rather than say unboxing the A7 A1 2 and explaining. It's like, I can read everything it does. I saw 5 other videos on what the camera does, and you're somebody I'm cool with, but you don't do this all the time. So that's not your MO. Unboxing is not your MO. Right? So now all of a sudden you happy about it. And I'm not saying don't be happy about what you got. Be happy about it, but it's like, we don't have to explain the new mic. Just use it. And if it's a black mic, nobody knows the difference between that one and your old one, because we liked how you sounded for 18,000 videos. And now it's like, if you think it sound better, just use better. And if people notice it, they notice it. If they don't, tell yourself they don't know it. It doesn't matter to them. What else are you doing that matters, that is different? They'll ask you about it.
Social
You
media
understand what I'm
did
saying?
that. Social media
Because
did
it'll
that
stop
to
you
folks.
from being creative
Yeah.
if you spend too much time buying something. And then, because here's what'll happen. When the people start really gravitating towards you, because it's like, ooh, what you got new? What you got new? Then what happens is, oh, the DJI came out with the mini mic. Let's see how you use that.
Mhm.
We all done had Sony cameras. Everybody in the community, oh, I got the A61. I got the A64. Oh, I got ZV-10. I got so-and-so. Oh, this is the full frame. Oh, this is that third. And then you get a little Ozbot. And everybody, oh, I got the, look at this. It turns and stuff. It's like, but you said that the other camera was better than that. So what are we talking about here? Because the other people that are really trying to just get their message out, they don't have time for all of that. And what I started to see is a lot of people have wasted their creative innate nature of themselves for accolades and gratitudes that don't pay no bills.
Wow.
It's like it's useless. It's like, if I could really help somebody, it's like, yo, put your foot on the gas and do it. Keith Pelzer don't have a podcast. And you know what? I run into people daily that says, man, the Convos podcast join. And I'm like, I'm not on iPod. What's the joint? I'm not on Podbean.
Yeah.
I'm not on the podcast on Apple. I'm not on none of these social medias with a podcast. All I did was figure out in COVID, and I ran my mouth on camera. Keith Pelzer doesn't have a podcast yet. And I don't know if I'll do one. I'd rather produce them rather than do it for right now. Right? Because there's a bigger draw for me to say, hey, I can produce your podcast rather than just do my own. I'll do my own when I feel like it. When I see it, I'll do it. But for right now, I'm like, I'm doing more pictures, and that's paying the bills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think if we get, I'm excited for the creatives that are, and I know we use that word crazy, but tomato. I'm excited for the people that's got something in them to do. It's like, just do it. Just do it. Don't worry about people recognizing what you're doing new. If you want to switch the glass on, let everybody else say, oh, Keith, I noticed you got the gold Jones on now.
Go ahead with the gold ones on. Go look at it.
Right. And then be honest. Hey, I just like wearing glasses. Like, it doesn't make my broadcast better if I have gold glasses or yellow glasses. Now, does it help with the look? Yeah, but that's only like 3 or 4 people. The rest of the people are listening to what you're saying, not, oh, you got your glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you offering me?
And I think a number of folks in the community have probably gotten past that social media voyeurism. We've spent all our money, right? We've gone broke with the gas. We kept up with the whole cycle of lights, camera, mixers, stream decks, and all this. We got the stuff, paid the bill off, hopefully. Now to a point where we know what the story. Some folks know what the story that they want to tell. They know the community that they want to foster, and a lot of folks seem to wait till January 1st. I don't know why you wait till the 1st of January. Why not start on December 3rd? But anyway, just start. But I think a lot of folks are now, hopefully, I'm gonna try to be optimistic and glass half full, that folks are now out of their way, right? Because there was a huge rush, and COVID did it to us, right? I mean, again, because we had nothing else to do. Okay, I'm gonna go buy everything. Because why? Because I'm not going to mention a whole bunch of people's name, but again, you got it. Oh, I got to get it too. Let me get 2 of those, and then let me get all the angles, forward, back, top, down, woo, woo, all the things. We got the gear. It's been however many long years since COVID, 2, 3, 4 years. We now have identified again who our community is, who we want to talk to, what we want to talk about. Wrote down kind of runs of show, wrote down what a plan is. We've done all the hard work. That's the hard stuff. This right here, having a conversation with friends and acquaintances and folks that you like and folks that you enjoy hanging out with. We chilling right now. This is the easy part, but this is the thing Like somebody was saying earlier, I think it was Mr. Stone, was it, or was it somebody said, no, Kevin said it. The production
Kevin
tools
dropping.
don't matter.
I see you, Kev.
It's the content and the takeaway that really matters to him personally. So just having this dialogue, and like Chris was saying, even as well, a few minutes ago, there was a lot of things that I marked, because you're gonna be all over the internet in about 2 hours with some hot takes that you put out there. That's the thing that people gravitate to. No one except us in the community of creatives. Again, I'll use that word, or digital producers, whatever case you want to call it, worry about the hex code of this filter like I got. I'm the only one that knows about it. I'm the only one who's anal enough to know that 20557B is the same one that's on the screen right now. I'm the only one,
and it matches the background, like where you have conscious conversation.
Yeah.
So I can see that, right? So for a certain person, I'm gonna throw it right back to you. A certain person is not going to notice that, but you know the details of it. So like, I think the thing will be, there is a part where, can you explain it? Yes. Right? But knowing that it doesn't have to be explained for accolades, right? It's like, you do that, so you do it. So like me, I got 3 yellows on that don't actually match, and it doesn't have to match to me. And you're not like super on, hey, look, mine matches. It's just what you do, and I'm impressed with it. Like, because it accomplishes what you're trying to accomplish. You're confident in it, but some people have to point out, like, you say it when it's relevant. Let's be clear.
Right.
You give the relevance. If it's like, yo, James, like, I did notice so my t-shirts are getting a little snug because I've been bench pressing and stuff. And so I'm looking at you. I got a full shirt on now over my t-shirt, but I was looking at,
talking about
I was like, listen, James looking a little gunned up and chest all like buffed out, like you about to play a superhero part. I was like, all right, Jen,
we ready to do what we need to do, brother. Listen, come on now, 54.
Because my chest done got tighter, right? I put my t-shirt on. I was like, damn, that joint. Okay, a little more buff. So I'm looking at you. I'm like, okay, James. Yeah. But
I ain't listen. I'm confident. I ain't ashamed too. That's right. Listen, I sit underneath some iron. But
whoever douche is douche. You got it, James. Hey. I was like, I was subliminal. See, so my point was, subliminally, I'm noticing that.
Yeah.
Like I'm peeping that the screen is changing in the background, the nice soft lighting. Maybe you got a bloom filter or something on there. I notice all that. But if you like, oh yeah, see, I got the bloom filter on the lens, and today I'm using my 6700 and blah blah. Dude, like, just do the show.
Nobody else cares about that. Nobody cares about that
unless you're talking about equipment specifically.
Yeah.
And then if you start talking about equipment, there needs to be a point of, show me how you use that. Right? You can, here's the drop. Because of your consistency with Team No Sleep, the other shows that you do, the other lives that you do, the different LinkedIn, everything you in, right? The LinkedIn people that ain't there for the tech, that's there for business and stuff like that, presentation, they'll come to you and say, hey, I need to do my camera stuff better. Now you switch the angles and you show them, here goes my desk, right? But to a different audience, everybody having a pissing match on, oh, I got the ZV-E10. Oh, I got the ZV-E10 too. Oh, I got the A7. I got the A7. And we talking in front of a bunch of people that somebody like Kevin is laughing, like, you can get the same picture from an A7 III, 4, and a 5. If you point them with a 2470 at the same thing, nobody's gonna be able to tell the difference in the cameras. So what are we talking about here? Like, you're not explaining, one got a 5-axis screen and the other one has that, and the other one has the pixels and stuff like that.
Don't matter to me.
It's so way over people's head. It's like, but for you, the more you do it, you can always masterclass what you've done. Always masterclass.
I think that's the catch that I want to do with this, because again, we've talked about classes and workshops and seminars, things like that, and it's just not in our DNA. But the work is the class. Right. The work is the class. So, let me say what's going. Because let me set something straight. First of all, what up with you, Chief? I see you in the building too. Good people. New show they're acting. Listen, brother. This is the McCollin. I took the McCollin. Where the McCollin at? Oh,
go ahead, show the full screen, James. Show what you sipping on.
We ain't gonna show the full screen because y'all.
Showing that dessert. I'm still mad about that special edition. What was it? That blueberry you had? What did you have? You had that Crown Royal special edition.
See, don't tell nobody that. No, this again. This
nobody.
is just tea,
him and Snoop was hanging out. You was hanging out.
Boy going to the gym after, but you see the. You see the glass though. Hold on, let me.
That's what I'm talking about. See, I like that.
See the merch. If you want, on YouTube, you see it going through the carousel right there. Go and get you one. Is it going through the carousel? I don't know. It's regular iced tea, brother. I just wanted to look like something.
So that merch is the push. I like it. Now wait, what's going on with the shirt?
This is actually from Triple Nickel. So brother used to be kind of in the community as well, but this diversity. So this is not my shirt. This is from Triple Nickel.
Okay.
So I'm representing them.
Somebody got you repping them.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Hold on.
And what about the hat? What you got on the hat?
Yeah, that's us. That's Creator. You see that? So I don't know if you saw Tanya. She just posted because she bought one of these. Tanya Smith.
Okay.
I sent her my Elgato foot pedal with a couple of things, and she had just bought this. But yeah,
dude, I never end up really using that damn pedal. I promise
that's why I told her it was still brand new in the box. I said, here you go. Because I keep forgetting. I got all these Stream Decks on the desk already, and that's where I'm running everything, and I'm still very tactile. All I had it doing was show comment, hide comment, and then do the marker. I didn't like. You know what I mean? Let me bring this up here so y'all can see. Shouts out to
remember, yo, I was still laughing. What's my guy? Our boy across the pond, Alec. I was laughing when Alec did his video on it because he got into the zone. It was like, him. He was on that stuff like Tom Buck is doing and a few others. So I'm like, okay, that's what Alec does. He's gonna show you, hey, I'm going to show you, mate, how to do this. So I'm sitting there looking like the whole my look, no hands. Ooh, I did a switch with my foot. I'm like, I don't have time to be like moving my foot around trying to find the damn pedal and stuff like that.
I can't like, remember all that stuff anyway. Right?
I'll be right on camera. I'm about to flick this button right here. Hold on. Let me move the mouse over. Pow.
Right. Hey, and you've done that too with the Stream Deck. You and Tina mess around and you kept ending the screen. I'm not gonna put your business out there again.
Dude, I still love the Stream Deck. Like when I say it was so advanced, I'm just like chasing every damn new box that's coming out to do the same function. I'm like, I think the biggest problem for me with people selling stuff is, or pushing something on you, is when they come out. I laughed at, so I'm an Apple guy, straight up, but I laugh at the Android people that get pissed off with Apple and they put together that reel where literally from Steve Jobs to Tim Cook, it's always the same thing. This is the best phone ever. And then people tease Donald Trump for saying, Donald Trump, if a spaceship lands, he's like, no other spaceship has ever done anything like this before, or whatever you drink it, nobody has ever held a glass up like James Hicks did. That's what we tease Trump for, right? He's going to be our president, so let's say it now. We tease him on saying, oh, it was the best ever step off of Air Force One that out of any president that ever existed in life, and we laugh because that's his lingo. Well, they do the same thing with products. Oh, the new boom arm is the best boom arm to hold your mic ever. It do the same damn thing as the Sam Ash thing.
I'm looking at it right now. It do the same thing.
It do the same thing. It's like, if you don't have people in your room, I was laughing at people that don't never have company. They don't produce no shows, and they don't do sessions for other people, right? They don't have no guests over. It is their space. And I'm sitting there like, so what was wrong with the last mic arm you had? They get stuck. So when I would do consults with people, I'll help them out to say, what's wrong with that arm? Well, I seen on this one YouTube, they got it in white. And I'm just like, so let me ask you this. Do you have any camera angles that shows clearly the mic stand? No. So it don't matter. Does the mic, can you maneuver it? Because when you bought it, you said this was the best mic stand ever, the Elgato LP.
Just saying.
Let it sink in. And then Elgato goes, hey, we got the new Slim LP arm. And then everybody goes live and say, yeah, I got the new LP Slim. And it's just like, I really can't tell that in your stream.
No, here it is right here.
I can't tell.
You can't see it in the stream right now. That's what I'm rocking right now. But again,
it's like I can't see it. You know what I did with mine? I took the one arm out. So I took on the table behind me, I took the that first arm. Yeah, the first arm, I took it out. So I only have the articulating thing. Matter of fact, here.
Let's see what he got. But that new boom arm, yes, I know, Chris, it is dope.
So
that's
it's
what
only
I'm
the
rocking
one
to.
piece
Pro.
because I only need to go up and down. I put an extension on here, so when it goes to the table, you know, it's not, it doesn't have, so there it is. The arm is just, there it is.
Yeah.
So it's just that piece of the arm, not like, you know, the other arm moving and all of that stuff. And somebody's like, oh, this is a different arm. Somebody who came over here, they knew the Elgato, and they was like, is this a new one? I was like, no, I just took a piece off of it. Oh, that's what I should do to mine, because I don't need all that extra. Exactly. So don't buy another one. They was about to buy a whole new arm. And I was like, no, I just took the one leg out of it because I didn't need to swing it in and out. And they go, oh, but some knucklehead was like, oh, you know, it was too big for me, so I went and got the so-and-so. And it's like, there you go buying stuff again.
There you go again. Spending another, so this one, because this one's $180. So you went out spending however much for another one. And all it does, like Chris is saying, it has...
No, but I found these results on search.
Look, Chris don't say, but the new boom arm has a new spring in it.
Like, I heard Google wake up back there. You know, I wasn't Siri. That was Google. Okay.
Exactly, Chris.
Oh my goodness.
It got a new spring in it.
If a plumber fixes your toilet, doesn't matter what wrench they use, as long as it works.
That's a good one.
That's a Michigan man right there coming with some knowledge right there. He's still flying high on the wind right there on the Michigan wind.
Oh, dude, that was a game, bro.
That was a game. That was man. That was a game, and I had to. Of course, I'm rooting for Michigan. I've been born in Michigan, so gotta root for that. But
that's your squad too.
What's that?
That's your squad.
Well, you know, I don't really have a team anymore. I think I've told you my story about teams.
Oh, you was a fan of the Oilers.
No.
That's how deep you go back.
This boy dated himself. Well, he said
he's an Oilers fan.
the Seattle Supersonics guy. Dog. That's what he said. He said, I forgot what I was talking about.
OJ retired. I quit football fan.
When he stopped running through the airport, so did I.
When OJ stopped running through the airport, when they blamed him, I stopped.
When he couldn't fit,
when the glove didn't fit, I stopped football.
I done moved to a new sport. Oh, was it? No. Oh Lord, let me get back lined up. No, I don't have a team. I root for individual players and individual coaches, and I root for the story now. So my favorite player of all was Jordan.
Okay,
right? And I was telling Jen, I said, listen, our first child, let's name our first child Jordan, regardless of boy or girl.
Nice.
Our daughter's named Jordan, greatest of all time. So ever since he stopped playing, I'm rooting for individual players, individual coaches, and just for that
was
story.
Greatest of all time until your Jordan was born.
Yeah. I like that little twist you put on that. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna say that at a toast for her.
You know, Jordan was the greatest of all time to me until say it right before Father's Day.
I'm gonna say that on her birthday in January. There you go. Daddy making toast, and that's exactly what I'm gonna say.
Kind of
Chris,
right.
I was
So
born
Chris
in
want to know where were you
yeah,
born in Michigan?
I was born in Oscoda, Michigan, at Wirt Smith Air Force Base. Wirt Smith Air Force Base in Oscoda. I apparently was only there for about 6 months. Dad, I think Dad is still online. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's just 6 months, and then we moved off to where we go. I think we went to another base in California, or we went to Germany. We went somewhere. We kept it moving. Brother.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, Wirt Smith Air Force Base. Kevin says that was a terrible outcome. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that tomorrow on Team No Sleep about the planting the flags and all that. That's the thing.
Oh, it got ugly.
Yeah, well, a couple of games got a little nasty like that. So trying to figure out what's up with all that negativity out there. But then I saw Baker. I'm trying to say this for tomorrow, but I saw Baker Mayfield say, "Listen, if you don't want the flag planted, don't take an L. Right? Come through with the W."
Well,
Okay.
Well, anytime Deion Sanders got to walk away from the X.
Did you say? Hey, as fast as Deion moved when he saw his ex, I could have swore he had all his toes. Cause
my man rolled. I said, God dang, she got you, boy. He said, Carol.
There's definitely some love lost there. Because goodness gracious, as soon as he saw her, he bolted all. He had all his toes at that moment. He had
to roll.
That's what.
So wait, I like this vertical situation you doing here.
What's that?
Wait, be on top the but why? Oh man, they didn't put Rocky at the top of the steps, and they got Joe Frazier now in South Philly somewhere.
What's going on in Philly, boy? What's happening with y'all?
It looks good on Instagram. I like that.
Oh yeah, no, it's dope on Instagram. I see though. I see a gang of folks are coming in. I see Billy Thorpe in there. I see my man Scotty over there. I see I know, is that Melinda over there? Hold on.
It look good and clean.
I see
on Instagram.
I see Steven over there. Good to see you, brother. Gang of folks over there. Mr. Tippins is over there. We got some executive leadership over there. And okay, I don't know if he's still there or not, but I gotta act right.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't really want to say this on the live. Why is this thing swiveling?
Oh Lord,
it's swiveling because I changed the stand on there, and that's why
that's how he ended up hitting the buttons and logging himself off. Watch out here, it's gonna be jokes here in a minute.
You know what is? I put the I had to change the stand. I had to use my attachment for the event the other day, and I just borrowed it off of this stand. I was going, so Ecamm, because Ken and Glenn are good thinkers, right? I was trying to think if there was a way that they can do a Ecamm to Ecamm for a solid, like, connection.
So we can have more than, was it 8?
No, you know what it is? It's almost like if there was even if you could only do it for just pairing, right? So think of how Restream does. Mm-hmm. If I were to do it right, you always send a link, I'll be messing up. But you know how Restream will like partner the two people and then push it out? If there was a way that Ecamm talks to Ecamm and then it goes out as one like stream, but they would have to be server based. So you would have to log into an Ecamm server, server, and then that server pushes out the thing, and then it'll be a conflict of control. Yeah,
that would change it from a local base to a browser base. Yeah, and they who knows if they want to go through all that? But I don't know. It would be dope. It would be dope. I know they got some things coming out with the next release, integrating Opus Clip and all that. So who knows? Maybe Ken and Glenn will give us some surprises before Christmas time with a little gift. You know?
Oh, I thought he was for real. He said earthquake. No, Kevin, you're right. Co-producer situation.
Yeah, that's it. That's kind of what we're looking for. And I think Katie and Doc have talked about it. Production type of thing, because what is it? StreamYard does that. So a lot of folks that do StreamYard can do that, and not many people want to do that. We want to stick with Ecamm. So hopefully we can have a co-producer feature.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Yeah. And
so speaking behind under the curtain a little bit, the show that I told you about for the first of the year, I'll announce it probably tomorrow, but that's going to be run through Restream,
nice.
right? It's just because again, having 4, 5, 6 people coming through, I don't want to have a bottleneck just in case somebody's internet is terrible or whatever, right? So I'm gonna run that through Restream, so we can do it all that way and do the pairs and just have one encoder instead of going through 2. So yeah.
Now that's dope.
Yeah,
I like that.
Man, you better respond, because I need you on the panel. We going.
No, listen. Next year,
it's gonna be hot.
okay. Now that
We gonna
not
be
sound like a hypocrite, but like I'm setting up today for the near future. And like I said, one of the things I'm gonna have to do. So everything's gonna look the same like this for the most part. I'm gonna keep it simple, but the next room I'm gonna have, the windows are gonna be here and here. And what I'm trying to incorporate, I'm trying to have my desk where I'm looking at the table, right? And then the camera's on the side where I change these angles on the side. I need to point them, because when I try to do it at the table, I have to do it like straight on to the camera over here. I'll just show you. So this camera here will have to go straight back to the table to point here. I needed to cross and go in that camera to get the angle of the person back here. But I'm sitting here in the way. So I want to take my desk and put I want to take and put my desk where I'm facing everybody and they're looking at me, and I'm gonna put a screen in front of my desk that they're talking to. So really like a actual ESPN sports, like, the View talk thing, where for my clients, they can sit and have that table conversation, but I don't have to turn around to see them, or I don't have to duck out of the way of the camera, and I can just have the shots right on them. So I'm really going to try that in this next space. It's going to be dope, man.
Okay.
I'm feeling it.
Okay.
I'm excited. Because for me, what I learned is people that produce their own shows, like with just them on it and one other person, everything's tight. So like your room don't really matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like people are out here building rooms for people that you don't even show it. I miss my girl Indy. I ain't talked to Indy in a while, but I remember all that time she was like, yeah, like over there I got this, and over there I got that, and over there.
And everything.
It's like, we doing the room, we doing you. And if we looking at you, especially now, look what most people ain't see coming. If everything vertical, it's really this tight
real
shot
tight
here.
Yeah, real tight.
So if the dog acting like a fool over here, nobody see it. If you got bedroom slippers on, nobody see it.
Which I do.
You know what I'm saying?
I got
It's
boxes
like-
all over the floor. That's why I didn't go wide. I got boxes all over. I got all these Amazon boxes. Yeah, so.
Oh my God. Kev, what did Kev say? Try to take a page out of your book. Okay. Did 3 different photo shoots for people in the past week or so. It's been fun to do something different. Now, look, I seen Kevin on there. Like Kevin, I seen Kev with that.
I saw him posting some images, some behind the scenes. Okay, listen, Mr. Cox is down here doing something, y'all.
He know what but Kev's a perfect example of somebody that knows what the heck they doing, doesn't have to spill off, interested in the stuff that he says. I'm paying attention because it's like, you know what you're doing, because you're not trying to convince people that you're good and that you know what you're doing. Just do it. Yeah, like that picture said a whole bunch.
This is a whole lot. Listen, because we see
there's a whole lot
everything
going on in that one little picture.
Listen, everything from the peak design clips. Listen to the lights, to the
aperture. There's a lantern and a direct light in there. There's backdrop. There's LEDs. All that. Like, pay attention, people.
Listen, yeah, pay attention, because what he got in his hand right there, what's really happening right there.
If you're not following Kevin Cox,
my goodness, do your thing, boy. Look at him. See, he didn't think I was gonna put him on blast like that. Come on, the cleanliness
this looks good on Instagram. You doing your thing. Look at James with the screen set up and everything.
Oh yeah, we gonna show up right. You know, Tyler Perry gonna call me.
He just
Oh, he
he
gonna
just
call-
pop a button. Anything, any setup you could think of, James Hicks just got. He just pop a button. Boy, I was struggling last week. The other week on Thursday, I had been doing lives that much, and I forgot how to do. I didn't forget, but I was just on the fly doing preview and then publish, and then I was looking at it in preview and thought it was published, and it wasn't. And I'm just steady. Psh, my bad. Dude, then I'm setting up stuff on the fly. The client like, oh, and the other thing I wanted to pop up on the screen, I put it on there. We talking like the people see it. They don't even see it. And I look at my monitor and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh Lord.
Then I hit the publish button. Like, you sharp, James. I'll be like,
even,
you know, so that's
we
the
make
thing. My
mistakes.
flow is, let me put it together. So y'all gonna see in real time. Let me move this over here. Let me drop that over there.
Let me push this button while live and see what happens. Let me see just what we got.
Dude, I'm
JJSC
getting
was
out here to
saying,
scene,
yeah,
and the
I
mic's
agree.
muted on the scene. They like,
Yeah,
we don't hear
you've
nothing.
done that. Yeah, you've done that before. He's wish we streamed at 4K. Yeah, you can record
Oops.
4K,
Okay.
but no, that could be a debatable conversation. I understand, but I do wish we stream would do 4K, but how many times do you have to have a live stream that's 4K, right? Especially on a
So
6-inch screen that most of the folks are watching on right now. Okay,
okay,
but
so
I hear you. But
JJ,
I hear you, JJSC. Who is that? JJSC Tech? Who is that?
JJSC. I feel you and I agree with you more. You know what's crazy? I realize, and a lot of people didn't even know this. So when people that are running on the Camlink, right? I've never had a solid 4K out of the camera into the Camlink into the computer, and it's flawless.
Right.
Right? It just seems like nah. Right? The camera just
What does it feel like? What does it feel like?
4 frames, 30 frames, whatever. Even moving to 60, there's a slowness that happens depending on your computer setup, your cam link, and all of that. So then you just output, 1080, whatever. And it's been times I forgot, and I was going up in 720, and it was like, oh, your picture's so clean and clear. So again, it's like one of those. If 90% of the people, like now, I have a Lightroom phobia. So when I do my pictures, I export them in the computer off of Lightroom, and I need to see that file size big. Then I take it, put it into my iPhoto from the computer, because if you do it on the phone, it pulls it down,
Yes.
right? But here's the thing. I've done that on the fly, posted a picture, and you get the same amount of likes, same amount of paid attention to it. Whether I did it, just export it right into the phone, and a file that on the computer will be 49 megabytes. If you do it from the phone Lightroom, it's only like 4 megabytes instead of 40. You post it, the picture looked the same. I couldn't tell the difference, right? So I'm just like, and I admit, it is my phobia. All of my DJI stuff, 2K. I've not used 4K on any DJI stuff that I have. I did it with the GoPro, but 2K, right? I do 2K and I take the video and go, and it's fine. Now my camera, 4K on the big boy camera. But then by the time I throw it in, Final Cut and blah, 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 I export that joint out in the iPhone setting with the H264, whatever, something.
Most compatible format. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's a dope. Yeah, that camera. Ooh. Like, it's not 4K though.
That's compressed down so it's easy for you to read and look at it.
Ooh, it's compressed, So Alec had everyone fooled for 2+ years with a 720p camera, and nobody knew until he went and upgraded to new Sonys. You are daggone correct.
Well, and the only reason folks knew is because he told them. But Alec knows how to use lighting correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So he could have made some Fisher Price cameras look good because he knew how to light the subject properly.
Right.
And that whole piece right there as well. Again, just instead of having to pay $3,000-$4,000 for a camera, you can buy the $600 one or whatever one, right, and know how to make sure that you are projected properly. Take care of your shadows. Take care of your exposure triangle. Take care of all those things to make sure that you show up the right way, and you're not. Those are the things. Those are the tricks of the trade for a videographer and a photographer as well. Making sure that you have these key lights at a particular angle, 45-degree angle. Just all those little nuances. Don't just go to B&H and buy it. Make sure you understand how to use it. I can guarantee that Kevin Cox, when he pulls out
it's
that
like this
camera,
dude was using green screen, right?
Yeah, he was using green screen back in the day. Right.
Yeah. And see, stuff is so tight, right? When people's cameras are so tight, it's especially those of us who are into, oh yeah, I'm at 1.4 on the Sigma lens and it's blurred and bokeh. It's like, on the one hand, you're talking about the sharpness of the lens, but then you're talking about how much you can blur everything. Then we throw a Tiffin filter or a McKinnon filter and balloon the lights. The lights are ballooned back of me. And it's like, is anybody really staring at the oval bokeh versus the round bokeh? Right.
Nobody got time.
And then, with the autofocus, and it's like, if you're not a gym instructor moving around the room, I mean, long as the damn camera, the A5100s in here can find your freaking face, right? So if you sit still, it got your face. It's an old camera, but it can find your face and catch your face moving here to there. It'll catch you, right? The newer cameras will just be, if you go behind the mic, the newer camera catches you more than the old one. Okay, tomato. But like Kevin's saying, you didn't really notice all that because you was paying attention what the guy's talking about. So shout out to Alex, shout out to you and a few others, that it's like, even the Tom Buck, it's like, look how dope his you're paying more attention to what me of value. And the thing is, if I can buy the same light as you, you're not really giving me value, right? So like your show, if it's about product, I seen the product when you saw it. But what I don't know is what is creative coming out of you. And that's why you're live, because I'm going to get value out of what you're going to drop in that moment. Now I know why I'm frustrated with this thing. You know what I did?
No,
I took the feet off of the camera. I got it on one of those Edelchrome Z things that goes up and down.
Yeah.
And it's sitting right on the wood. I forgot I took the bottom of it off because I needed the plate to do this shoot that I need. I was like, let me grab the stand off of that. So when I'm hitting the desk, the camera is like just swiveling because it doesn't have any feet underneath it at all.
Lord have mercy. Like Kevin said, earthquake over there in Philly, Lord. What's going on? What's going on?
It's an earthquake.
I know it was a tough game the other day for them Eagles, but the earthquake happening. Did y'all play? Hold on.
Man.
Is Yolanda here? I thought I saw her a minute ago. Didn't y'all play them?
Gretchen, I'm headed back to Seattle from Phoenix, boarding a few, but wanted to stop by and hear your wisdom. Oh, you talking to the old dude, James. I'm just running my mouth. Shout out to Gretchen over there on the IG. You see James with all that good work, Gretchen?
That's it.
Have a safe flight, my sis. She headed back to Seattle from Phoenix. I know it gotta be cold up in them Seattle streets.
Yeah, she out there traveling, doing the thing. So I'm wondering why we're not getting comments. I'm seeing the IG, and I saw Theocaster just left a couple of comments.
You didn't get that from Gretchen off of IG?
No.
Okay, well, I'm on IG too, so I'm gonna slap something in there.
I see all the folks watching, but oh well, okay. See, there we go again, though, with just some inconsistencies, but we'll work it out. We'll work it out. I wanted 4K for light concerts and house of worship live streams. I use 1080 usually, but if restreamed at 4K, it would save those types of clients a lot of money. Yeah, that's a good point. There you go.
I got you, JJ. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
See, that makes all the difference in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I get where you're going now. Definitely. Especially for hey, you know what's interesting? So JJ, what's JJ's name?
I don't know, but
okay.
JJ
JJ, it's
JJ part of the
I got a
family
call
now.
today because I used to pastor, and a pastor called me up, and they want me to talk to they're having like a whole this is interesting, James. It's funny they called me for this because preaching my whole point, I showed them, right? And I spoke and I gave them practical points. John, okay, John, I'm gonna have to like just follow you to see where I can pull wisdom off of you too, since you spoke of house of worship. I actually have to do an event in February. I'm a speaker. I got a 2-hour session with a break in there, and we got to build on the conversation. But it's like, how do we navigate in the social media realm, moving forward? And this pastor was basically like, because the churches that he fellowships with, and they're all like kind of stuck because they're late getting to the reality that people are watching online, right? How do your members fellowship in their everyday life with all this social media? Like everybody's not coming to your sanctuary. I watched the broadcast on Sunday, and if you watch them on YouTube, we're not gonna make this whole religious show, but I'm just saying, if you watch them on YouTube, people are commenting with you in the comment section like you're actually going to that church. And then the next thing I'm gonna drop on these people is, and I'm glad you said that, JJ, about your why on the 4K, because we're at a point now that this pastor said to me, I need you to come talk to these people and help, because I literally have to say to them, people, and I'm practicing what I'm going to preach on this thing. We'll talk about faith comes by hearing. That's a biblical principle for people who believe biblically, right? That's number one. Number two, people hear about what they see. If they hear about what they see, that's the reason why you have the good looking camera. That's the reason why you want to provide 4K, because the experience for most churches and concerts is better on YouTube. And if people get watch it on YouTube on my TV, then you want the 4K because it's going to be on your big TV. And now it's not on your phone, so it does matter when it's stretched a little bit bigger. The next thing is sound. You can't just use the cheap mics. You got it, and then you just can't have the sound guy that's in the room can't be the sound guy that's for the internet, because there's two different sounds going out.
Yep.
So it's like you have to think towards investing in that stuff. Good, that's your YouTube. Yep. See how quick James is? Don't sleep on that, everybody. I'm gonna shout my boy out. James quick with it. He's very quick with it. So shout out to you. I'm gonna be subscribing. You got another subscriber, JJ. But the thing is, it's when people hear about what they see, they're looking at the quality of it. That's number one. Then number two, it's the sound as well. And those are interchangeable, because sometimes you're not going to stop if it don't sound good. And then you're not going to stay if it don't look good. So those are things that you have to be mindful of to stop and to stay. So it's sight and sound totally matters. And then another thing that's a little different from this is how the people that you talk to respond, or the people in your house, how are they producing outside of the house on their social media to pull people into the house, either by way of social media or in sanctuary. Like, what pulls me to that? James is on the other side of the country. I'm on this side. What pulls people in is how we are as people outside of just this broadcast. That's what draws people to you. So those things, they matter. But that's just like a preview of what I'm going to be dropping on them in this social media and their games and stuff. So
I love it.
That's big, man. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, get with John here, man. I see he doing some things over here. You Black Magic Man. Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Dude, what's that new Black Magic camera? That thing is a beast.
I don't know. Look like he got it.
Did you see it? Somebody sent me a link to it.
Well, he got it. Probably guy, Sammy got
Harold
it too.
Jolly, he sent it to me. The camera got the indie filter in there. It's got the touch screen. I mean, the daggone thing looked like a damn computer.
Don't make no sense. Y'all need to. I think that's what
it's
John
ridiculous.
Got. The Pixies, is that what they call the Pixies?
I'm just not a Black Magic guy.
Man, I know how that. Listen, I got 2
Wait,
kids
let me
at
go my
different colleges.
YouTube
I can't do it.
so what is it? JJC, right?
JJSC. JJSC.
JJSC. So JJSC.
Space
Alright.
Tech.
So, okay, JJSC Tech. There, you got my subscribe. I dropped it on there.
Yeah, he says, I tested
Wait a minute.
the Pixie, but I personally use Reds. Okay, I ain't mad at you, brother. We not mad at you. Brandon Washington, hook up with him too. If you don't know that name, I'll hook you up. What's Brandon's
All right,
channel?
Brandon Washington.
I
Oh,
think
wait a
so.
minute. JJ up in them Philadelphia streets.
You run your neck of the woods? He's at
Yeah, I'm looking. This is like Philadelphia street. What?
he down the street.
What part of Philly you hanging out in? I'm from Philadelphia now.
He down the street.
I mean, not unless I'm getting it wrong. Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Center overcrowded. That was 2 years ago, but is that on? Oh, no, that's not him. Okay, got it. No, that's not him. I'm looking at the feed, and then so JJ, okay, got you. Okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. My bad. Oh, New York area.
He up
Okay,
in that
New York. All
area.
right, got you.
He up there with all
All right,
that
I just
snow.
hit the subscribe on there.
Yeah, he up there with that Buffalo area snow. You know,
Shoveling out them
Bills country.
seats. Shoveling out them seats, dude.
Yeah,
Shoveling out them seats to watch that game. That game was crazy, man. Allen was rolling.
yeah, he did what he needed to do. Out there
Allen
having
was
fun.
rolling up in them
I
streets,
was
man.
cold just watching it. I'm like,
Oh, dude, I was like, y'all go ahead and do your thing. Too cold for me, you know. Way too cold. So,
So-
where's your throw a comment up there now? Oh, what, on Instagram, Kevin? And when we gonna get Kev just jump on the camera too, man?
We waiting on Kevin. You got the key. Kevin got keys to the front door, like I always say, so he can log in at any time.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I'm all late. You hit the joint. You said in case you wanna see how I didn't get that. The thing ain't come through until later
All right, so I just put a comment out there, my own comment.
on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, there go. I guess I got to scroll down. There go the comments from Gretchen.
Oh, you see it?
It wasn't scrolling down automatically, so I didn't see him. All right, so I just put one out there. Event log.
Oh, I could. Oh, see, that's the thing. So you can't share the video to stories, nor can you share it to you can't share it as a post. You can only like invade people's privacy and share it as a message. I don't like doing that. Like annoying people and stuff, you know?
Okay.
This is okay.
Let
It's
the
still
cops
good.
look
I'm
behind
gonna
the
figure out
scene
some
for us.
stuff because IG is dope.
Yeah.
looks
So
good.
I
It look
think
icy.
though, I think the best thing that looks hot. I think the best thing to do. So here's this use case. If we gonna stream the vertical, I'm gonna have to pull Restream out of the mix because I'm not getting the comments coming through the Restream bot. Right.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's where the hiccup, or that's where the challenge is right there. So just go straight Ecamm. Yeah, just go straight Ecamm into wherever plus the vertical side because Restream is not picking it up. All right, it's all right. We got the people watching. And I scroll
Yeah,
down,
that
I
look
see the
good,
comments
man.
finally. I apologize. Lord have mercy. Trifling.
Oh, share it on stories. So wait, Gretchen, are you saying you can do? So right now, I can share to stories. James, can you share it to? Well, it's in your stories. That's how I clicked on it.
Okay. So let me connect to. Well, I'm connecting to that. Now that I finally see the comments, let's see. Gretchen said something about we ordered Christmas present things. She got them Ray-Bans. She ordered some Ray-Ban Metas.
Oh, she got the
Oh,
Ray-Ban.
Listen,
Man, them things is on point, man.
they the truth.
That's all I'm
Stop
gonna say.
playing. Stop playing now. All right.
Them
so let's go
Ray-Bans
to-
on point. So wait, copy the link.
Go to Instagram
no, that's
on my
not it.
phone. iPhone camera is not available from the Mac. Okay, that's fine.
Boy, I love my little fellow mug. I don't know what I do without my fellows, boy. They keep the stuff hot.
Let's see here.
But I had to get rid of their their coffee grinder. I had to step my game up, boy.
Yeah, no, the fellow with the truth, fellow.
Fellow was good, but I stepped it up to a Turin.
Mm.
Took it up a notch. That thing called me a grip. Dana was like,
Boy,
"You pay
she's
how
like-
much for that? It just grind beans?" I'm like, "Yep."
she's
But
like,
it do it with
"Ooh,
precision."
All the ass cap money gone.
I spent that ass cap money on that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all that Jill Scott money gone. Just on a. You got to wait till
and I
next
see why
month, baby.
people do it though, because
We gotta wait
changing
till
that
next-
precisely for your shots and all, for your espressos,
Is that right? Okay.
man.
I sent funny talking about coffee stuff. I'll send it to you too. I sent a picture to Doc of Porsche is creating their own coffee maker, grinder, espresso machine. It's stupid and it's $6,000. I'm not gonna get it, but
Wait a minute, what's his name? Did the commercial? It's
But
a
I'm
guy I
just saying.
follow on Instagram. Cause is it the commercial where my man get out the Porsche and go into the crib and grind the beans and stuff and then do his espresso and stuff? It's like the car. I think the car is like either it's a dope driveway, it's a Porsche, and my man grinding beans. That video is hot.
all right,
I saw the video
just
before I
sent
knew
it
what
to
the
you.
product was.
I just
It was
sent
like
it
the
to you.
BTS.
Yeah. See, and I shouldn't be talking to them two, to like Doc and Katie, because they're the ones that got me to buy this Jura. And I couldn't get the little Jura. I messed around and got the E8. And I still don't want to tell my wife how much I paid for it. And I heard her just got to the house. So I'm just talking low right now.
He said, "You won't do it, but Doc will." That is true.
But yeah, I'm just looking at it. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm curious. What is the Jura going for now?
He said,
That's
just looking at
stupid.
it. Yeah, what happened to AJ and I ain't been following him for a minute.
Look at this.
AJ, what's the other guy name? He's a Mac, a PC guy. They were on during the pandemic, and one guy would come on Thursday, other one comes on Tuesday. I forgot their daggone names. They had a good thing rolling too on
AJ.
YouTube. AJ's the drummer, and the other dude, I think Kev used to follow them too when they would come on Tuesday and Thursday, and they would shoot the breeze. I'm interested because people with these good streams, some of the best ones, they just show up and chat. That's gonna be one of my next things that I'm gonna get back to, is like show up and holler, just rap. Right? Because okay, I'm starting to sound like, shout out to my guys, Earn Your Leisure. I love these dudes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what I love about them is like they're consistent with, something happens. It's like they didn't sit around and just keep complaining and bitching about the election, right? It's
Mhm.
like, okay, this person won, the other one didn't. Okay, now what does that mean for us?
What we gonna do
right?
now? Move on. Yep.
Yeah, like what's the next thing? Like cryptocurrency's moving. Get with it or sit around and complain about it. Like adjust, right? Somebody got a pardon. Cool. Adjust. Student loan debt going to do X, Y, and Z. Adjust. Right? You can sit, complain, or adjust. I'm one of those thinkers that says like, okay, what's the adjustment? Because I'm starting to realize that now, because things move so much, people know how to find their information in the conversation, right? If you design it where it's like, okay, today we're going to talk about boom, boom, boom. That's cool thematically, but think about why people listen to Stephen A. Fuss, because he going to fuss. right?
Yeah.
Not specifically say what was wrong with the Eagles game, and that's it. They know he's going to rant. And then you sit the other people at the table with him to keep order, right? You know, to bounce off of stuff. And that's what people come to it for. That's what they show up for. Why do we like Tonight shows? You know, because we know we're going to get the comedy skit, and then they're going to have guests on there, but it's just like, hey, the person that sits in the chair is like, yeah, they just did a new movie, but let's talk about some other stuff. People are there for the more unscripted stuff, even though you scripted.
Yeah, the real conversation, real dialogue, the real
like
conversation.
They have the coffee on the table, they sit in the chair, and they like, so you got the new movie out, and notice at the end they go watch the new movie, blah blah blah, in theaters.
But
but
then they go to work, right? Then they get on the clock, right?
Is because you know what I'm saying? It's like because they gave us something about something funny. My girl was on the other night, not Harrison Ford's wife, it was somebody else. She was on. I like watching, like, give me something else that you're doing. Tell me the funny story about the dog, right? You know, tell me the funny story about your kid. Like, tell me the funny story about you was in the mall and someone came up to you and was like, hey, you know, like, give me that. All right, I'm gonna watch the movie.
Yeah,
you know, give me something else. And I think that's what sometimes we may call it rambling, but people will be there for it, because sometimes they'll just sit and listen to that. Like,
I'm gonna give someone props on this. Did you ever watch Kevin? Did you ever watch Kevin Hart's Heart to Heart?
No.
I never thought that he was a decent interview. Well, obviously, because I'd never seen him in that vein. But he actually on that show.
One or two.
I mean, he actually got into some of those types of questions and some of those types of conversations. He was actually a pretty decent interviewer. And I absorbed some of that. But again, just like you say, just sit there having conversations about stuff that you didn't expect. But just, KP, tell me about you. And then we can weave it into a story and be more interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I forgot what network it was on. It was on like Netflix or something like that, or Amazon. I forgot what it was, but it's called Heart to Heart. Kevin Hart's Heart to Heart. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah, let's see. Thank you for saying no. Joined us on IG. See now I'm looking over here. I see what's going on. Okay, I need to pay attention.
So are you able to? Wait a minute, you're good. Okay, I'm going to send you some screenshots of what YouTube mobile looks like.
It's on Peacock.
Okay. Yo, I didn't even check it on YouTube mobile. Goodness gracious. I'm lunching.
Yeah, it was on Peacock. That's where it was.
Kevin Hart joint.
So I got to have all those subscriptions because, you know, my kids like to watch all these different shows. So I got
Dude, the subscriptions be killing me, boy. I mean, they just rolling the subscriptions.
Yeah, and my man from Hot Ones too. Like Kevin is saying, that's why Hot Ones is so good. Stuff gets real when the mouth is on fire. Well, I watch Hot Ones too, but I think we consume content differently, right? We're watching it for not just the dialogue, which is good, and the content, but also tricks of the trade and for just how the process goes. Again, so the interviewing tactics, how you project into the microphone, how you talk to the person across from me. So I consume content different. Just like I can't go to a concert anymore and just be a regular attendee, right? Since I worked in security for about 10 years with Clear Channel, so I can't pay attention to the act. I'm looking at stage left, stage right. I'm looking at pass gates. I'm looking at all the operational side of a concert. So Jen doesn't like it when I go to concerts anymore because I don't pay attention. I'm making sure nobody trying to jump stage.
You be on edge.
Yeah, I'm making sure nobody try to bust through the pass gate and go behind the scenes or something. So.
Yeah, you be on edge, so they going you won't be able to enjoy the concert.
I'm no good. I'm no good. That's why I need a couple of the McCollin 18. Shouts out to your news. You know, I need a couple of, if I go to a concert. Yeah, we.
Yo, you gonna have me mess around the way this IG John look.
Yeah, the IG is the truth, right? And you got to build it out the right way. But I took a whole lot of the stuff out of it, just real minimal. But so it dominates the screen with what our images. But yeah, you build it out the right way. And someone was asking, why we're on IG too for vertical, because that's what's hot right now. That's what's becoming hot, and kind of our job to kind of be in front of some of this technology. So yeah, when I have a consulting conversation, I can tell folks how not to, gotchas, that kind of thing, and meeting people where they are. My analytics show that a higher majority of the audience was watching on their phone, as opposed to on. Kevin Cox said he got like an 80-inch TV. I forgot what he said, but he got one of them big fellas right there. And so instead of watching that, folks are sitting there on their mobile device watching it in portrait. So I'm meeting them where they are.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. I mean, because you know what it does with YouTube as well. So here's something I said to one of my clients, and they get mad with me, and they are, you shifting gears here. Let's get back to tech.
Get back to it, brother.
They keep trying to multitask, right? And I'm like, just because you can do it doesn't mean that you need to do it, right? So here would be the value. It's the old thing about back in my day growing up. I used to be like, Mom, why we gotta go to the Macy's over here? She like, because this Macy's don't have what the other Macy's have. Right? My wife would go, oh, I want to go to the good mall. I'm like, this is the same thing. She said, no, because sometimes the store in DC don't have what the store in Pennsylvania have. And when you're in New York, see, the H&M got the one thing that you can't get at the other mall.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Now, the argument on that will be you can get everything online. Right? Then you gotta wait. But the thing would be, especially now, instead of like, because I watch people try to figure out, how do I do 16 by 9 and 4 by 5? How do I do the vertical and the wide? And it's like, you know what? Pick one. Try that real quick. Like, pick one and challenge yourself to say, hey, because look, if you watch Earn Your Leisure, they don't sit there and go live on Instagram. Their strategy is they say talking about this on YouTube live right now. They tell this where we at. They're not giving you the option. They're not coming to where you are. I get that because they're doing something extensive that the widescreen just makes more sense, right? Yes. Now, but for somebody else, Instagram does work, right? Or portrait mode does work, but it's more like be in the portrait or be in the other thing, and you can bring them different. So like for me, I'm really thinking about, so next year, my studio production and the people, my clients and stuff, with 4 people at the table in-house, because I'm like, I'm not doubling down on the call-ins. I don't want to do all of that. You bring these people in, we talk, I can control everything in room and push it out from one source. I know my quality, I get it done. But the thing is like, hey, if you're going to be on YouTube, get that, full screen, especially if it's something that your people are coming to later on. Now, if you live, I may think about that option for some people, right? But it's more like everything I post on Instagram, I don't put on Facebook. That's a whole nother thing I was teaching some people. I was just like, Keith and Tina on Facebook is, yes, I am a preacher. Yes, I am, a father. Yes, this, that, and the third. If you know me, you know me. So on Instagram, you seem a little more edgy. The pictures I just posted, we tagged each other on it. Me and Tina, we did a collective post, and I got a good edgy, like, hey, look at the boots, and she got a short skirt on. Boom. That was on purpose, right? It's edgy because I know my clients. My clients are like, oh, okay, girl, boots, yeah. Ooh, you got to show them that. They'll trust you even more now, because, and it's like, yo, I ain't worried about y'all. My wife good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so some people like, whoa, okay, bro. It's like, yeah, that's strategic, right? And it's me and her in that latest post is strategic, right? And so with that, there's a certain part. I don't do a lot of chit-chatting on Instagram. I'm not there to talk to you. Don't do long stuff on my DM on Instagram. Now on Facebook, we can talk, blah, blah, blah. You post something, I say something, comment, blah, blah, blah. Somebody else join in here, go their opinion, blah, blah, blah. Okay, boom. TikTok is just be silly, right? Most people ain't coming to TikTok. They'll learn how to cook a meal. They'll learn how to do other things, but they not trying. You gotta get right to the point on TikTok. You can't take people through a long ass process on boom, boom, boom. You gotta be like, yo, you need to get this drunk because this mic sound great. Boom, done. You need to get this mic because this mic sound great. That's it. TikTok is in and out. Instagram, show me the picture. Give me a little something. Talk to me a little bit, but we not chit-chatting and arguing and stuff like that. Say what you're going to say and keep moving. YouTube, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. YouTube is to sit down. Here's the show. If you live, you can talk to the people. And now here's the thing. You can do it, but I wouldn't suggest this for a lot of other people. It's like, yo, pick your space and work that space. Everybody can't do what James is doing right now. I can't do what James is doing. I can't multitask because I'm not good at that. So like for me, I would have to be on one or the other and just lay into it. Then find out, hey, on this day I'm on Instagram and my lane is this. And then on this day, I'm sitting down, I'm on YouTube and this is the show. Like, do it.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's like when people have too many choices, they don't narrow down on one, and they don't. I like Earn Your Leisure strategy. Their strategy is very good because they literally forked everybody, and Wallow from Philly, Wallow and Gilly, they did the same thing. So what they did separately is, here's Wallow, here's Gilly, ha ha, ba ba ba. There's my inspirational John, whatever, and then they give you a hint. Yo, we gabbing, we talking over here. We at the table, we got drinks, we hollering at my man over there. And they stack the page up over there.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
They stack the page. So what you doing that you've mastered is if you find a system of the live on Instagram, like at a set time. So it's almost like if people know I can open up my IG and I can see this dope setup that James got and whoever he's on with at the time. And guess, right here on IG on Tuesdays in between 7 and 7:30 or 7 and 8 or late night on a Wednesday or after the game. So your team no sleep after the game is over or in the fourth quarter, right? On IG. Because because they do the vertical on YouTube, you can take that and throw that on your eCam. You got the recording, but the live, you don't have to chase or give people that option. You can tell them I'm only going to be here, drive that. And then, or pick the other one and then put the highlights on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like those will be like the little nuggets that I'll be dropping this like next year. That's what I'm going to do. Cause I feel that like when I feel it, I looked at what had me going in COVID and I realized people needed somebody to talk to at night. In the morning, they needed somebody to talk to. So remember, I was going live in the morning and then live in the evening. Nothing set. It's what's the rant today?
Yeah.
What am I here for? You got questions, let's help you through it.
Yeah.
So it's almost like therapy or something like that. And then it was just like chit-chatting at night, and then it's like, okay, I'm off. I stopped doing that because I really dug into something, but I'm like, yeah, I'm doubling down on it next year. Doubling down
because that could be therapy for both sides. And I want to go back to what you said there, because I hear and I receive everything you just said as well, just for my own action.
Because ain't nobody doing what you doing, honestly. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, people are doing a lot, but they're not doing what you're doing, and your knowledge base is sick, man. I
appreciate that, but there's pros and cons to it, right? Because again, I know I'm segmenting the audience. I know it, so I'm right. There's pros and cons, but again, I'm segmenting the audience, but I'm finding new audiences because I'm seeing the folks that are jumping on IG, and these are folks that normally I wouldn't see or we wouldn't see on YouTube. And I'm like,
Right,
okay,
I got you.
they're following me on IG, so they're popping in or they're popping out or they're there and they're watching for a minute. They're like, okay, so it's reaching a receptive audience. However, all of the stuff that's out there, I don't know if you probably noticed. I've been more. I would normally say I hate Facebook, right? And my family knows
Dude,
it. My wife.
Look,
but
you ain't got to tell me. I hear you. Like, I'll be telling people, just abandon it. Like,
and I was only going live on Facebook because my mom, because she love herself the Facebook, but that's not going to be a place where I go live. Come this first of the year, that's just not going to be a place. I'm gonna get into posting more of the family pics and the little ha-has and the fun, right? Just because again, that's family, that's friend, that's folks that are East Coast, that kind of thing.
Right.
But for this digital producing, for this live streaming, for these videos on demand, they're gonna live on where they're gonna live where they're gonna live. I'm gonna have all of my masters, like you got all your masters for all your stuff, and it's either gonna be on my website, but the library, the repository is going to be on YouTube. From a financial perspective, and just because also that's where it makes sense, just for searchability.
Right.
The IG stuff is hot because again, I like it's kind of like fishing because again, like I say, I'm getting new folks in it. Lisa Marie is watching, Gretchen's watching over there. She's watching it from the airport. A couple other cats who typically I wouldn't know were on our stream, Steven and Melinda, or so a gang of folks over there. Just boom, get the quick notification on IG. Oh, James is live. Let me check it for a minute. So then I can bring them back to the primary channel. So I know it's a pro and a con, and I know it's somewhat segmenting, but I'm not going to chase the Kai Cenat. I'm not going to go after Twitch. I'm not going.
So wait, explain Twitch to me. What is Twitch?
Twitch started out, and kind of still pretty much is, just the all-day live streaming and folks that were gamers, right?
Okay,
It's still heavy in that. Folks that are doing live streams while they're gaming and having their audience engage and interact. Real popular still with that, but I'm not going there. I'm not going to Daily Motion. Daily Motion is another one very similar to YouTube that, a lot of folks just go live. So I'm not chasing all of the social networks that are coming up. I'm probably going to drop. We're streaming right now on Twitter right now too. I'm probably going to drop them though after the first of the year.
It's called X.
Listen, I'm gonna call it Twitter for forever.
I'm messing with you.
Unknown story. I set up one of the first external data centers for Twitter up here in Northern California when they outsourced from San Francisco. So I built the cage that has the production gear for Twitter here in Northern California. So I'm always gonna call it that. I'm a Jack Dorsey guy. Where'd I go? See, that was a squirrel moment. That was cool. Anyway, it's gonna be a FOMO thing though, right? So I'm only gonna put kind of the reel or the sizzle reel on Twitter instead of this whole session out there. Even though I got 10,000 followers or whatever the number is on Twitter.
Wow.
I'm not going to push this type of content there anymore after the first of the year. Conscious decision.
Wow.
Here we go.
And it's crazy, man. So like figuring out the algorithm. So Twitch is gamers and other stuff, but it's one of the biggest live streaming platforms. Got you. You know what? So is I saw that post with the one guy that's like he's killing it on Twitch.
Yeah.
One of those things is when you really are confident in what you're trying to say, you find that lane to double down on it and get it going, right? I remember what Alicio was doing for a while. It was whoever, and it was like, dang, he got so and so, he got this one, he got that one. And we was like, dang, how he pulled that off? But he was consistent with just getting it. Remember, he ain't really had nothing to say to the people. He was like, so what made you do it? Like, I used to laugh at Alicio. Was like, this dude got so-and-so. He got this
Alicio was
person,
killing
that
it,
person.
boy.
And he literally was not like the best at interviewing anybody. It was just, you know, he just had them there. Right.
Alicio
But
had
he
his
was-
overseas team making overlays and thumbnails.
I mean, he was just winning at not really doing it, or like owning
Alicio's
it.
world for a while, boy. It was, yeah.
I was like, yo, I learned from people that I don't care where their failure is. I'll be looking like,
Hey, wait, hold on.
I don't know how you
Watch
pulling
what
that
you say,
off, because I would have never hit these people.
Yeah,
And these people
careful.
were on there like,
Mama
hey
just
man,
joined,
look,
so watch
I
what
saw you in
say.
the inbox, and I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll go on the live with you.
Yeah.
And it was just like his numbers was, you know, rolling for a
Yeah.
minute. But because that's not what he was actually doing, right? Because that wasn't actually his thing. There's a lot of people that try something that you can try something and you get good at it. But if it's not really you, you ain't gonna be able to sustain it.
I think he burnt himself
Right.
out, though.
Like-
it would be nice to see him come back.
Huh?
I think he burnt himself out. It would be nice to see him come back, though.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see some of the
And remember,
old cats come back.
That's where
And-
burnout comes from, right? I was burnt out because I did like 5 different photo shoots last week, right? But I'm still you reload the camera, reload the
Hey.
clip, you back at it, right?
As soon as
Now,
you get-
was you burnt
get
out?
them
Yeah, you can be
Venmos, right?
burnt
As long
out
as you keep
streaming,
getting
but
them
if this is what
Venmos,
you
you're gonna
do,
be all right. Yeah.
burnout don't mean burnt dead, right? When you go burnt dead, that's because that's not exactly what you actually doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Yep, Kevin's on it. Consistency means something. Showing up regularly is more than half the battle. That's one of those things that I want to get back into. Is what's my lane of consistency? Because I'm gonna just be popping live on like a consistent basis. Because Sundays, because I'm not pastoring anymore,
Mhm.
I still see the need for people that aren't in the pew on
Well,
Sunday mornings.
Come on now.
They need somebody to talk to, and they
Yeah.
don't need a only do it well there. You know what I'm saying? Or like they don't need the Joel Osteen conversation joint. It's kind of like, yo, what y'all up to today? Or
Yeah.
like something I would do, a hint. Anybody that's out there struggling with a live stream, I got hints for you. You can just get on there and you can appeal to the people that's just like, I feel like I need to be going to church, but I don't want to go to church because I don't like church today. That's an audience,
Mhm. No, it's-
right? That's an audience. The game watchers, like that's an audience. There's your sports channels, but then there's the people that want to talk to everyday people where they can voice their opinion and not be Stephen A'd away. You know what I'm saying? Like there's an audience for that. You know, there's an audience for a lot of stuff. And like Kevin's saying, it is the consistency. So like me, because I don't have my seminary degree and all of this and that, I was like, I don't want to brand myself as a biblical teacher on Sundays. I just want to be practical and like, here, I got 3 points for you today to just bless you.
Mhm.
Right? You know, if I went to anybody that's in their Bible, yeah, I dropped Philippians 4 on you, and it says, be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. There's a point right there. Here's what you need to know today. I know you ain't get up out of bed, go to church. I want to bless you on the day. With thanksgiving, let your request be made known. So be thankful first. I know you know this, you've already been taught this, but just be thankful that you woke up this morning. Just be thankful and then ask for it. Like give the thanks and then ask for it. It's kind of like the kid that goes that you want to get something from mama or daddy. And so you go, oh, that's a nice dress on, right? You give the compliment and then you ask for something. It's like give thanks and do the complimentary thanks before you ask. That's something to walk with on Sunday. People will catch you live just to find out what's the quick nugget you gonna drop. You know why people come on this thing? The few people that do show up, because they like, what is this fool going to say tonight? Your other shows that you do, your co-hosts, most people are coming, number one, because they know you got quality, right? Number two, they know you know what you're doing, but most people is hype on whoever the knucklehead, the fool, or the other person is in the other block. right?
That is
They're going
true.
to look to you for order. They're going to look to you to bring it in. They're
I'm
going
the
to look to you to
calm.
keep the ball out of the gutter, right? But the co-host is always going, they're going to light up.
Lord have mercy. Ain't that the truth? And I instigate that whole mentality too, and then when it's necessary, let's get focused again, when that's exactly the whole.
So you can bring
chaos.
in anybody you want. Think about this, James. You can put anybody. When Kevin finally says, I'm going to go live, you can just pop on and we all going to be right there because Kevin is your guest. And we're going to be like, what Kevin going to say? We're going to be all excited.
Yeah, it is.
Period.
It
Period.
is.
And you
It's
build
that
the
simple,
conversation from there. But Kevin's right. The consistency is what you've been consistent, bro. Thank you, man. I'm telling you, thank you, because I had to lean on you. Because I know how to do what I need to do, but I'm just like, I got to be into it.
You mess
gotta
around and
be
go
into
downstairs there in the room there and just sit down and turn the lights on. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Dude, this next move, man, I'm so excited. And it's not one of them, it's not a 46 never been done like this before ever. It's like, no, it's just I've never done it. It's been done different ways, but the way my fingerprint of doing it is what's going to make the difference. So yeah, it's a couple of great ideas I got, man. I want to, like I said, I really want to redo this this setup thing and make it so I can pull the best out of people in conversation. So gotta be proud of James. See that? I wanna bring the best out of people in conversation. I'm excited about it though, man. Real excited.
We gonna do
I ain't
it.
used the jib in God knows how long. I ain't used the slider.
There you go. See, bring it all out. I messed around and sold all my stuff, but you still got yours.
Dude, I got it. I'm gonna be using that jib when I move, though. When I move this room. That jib, you gonna see that camera swinging. You gonna watch me, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be sliding around. It's gonna be tilting and stuff like that. I paid too much money for that jib. We gonna be jibbing up in here. We gonna be jibbing. That's what we gonna be
Need
jibbing.
to find out if we can get an Edelkrone brand partnership too. That's funny.
Edelkrone. You know what's crazy about Edelkrone? Because our footage is rolling, and that shark thing. I think Tom Buck was showing some of their products. It's amazing because the people that really do shoots that you would use Edelkrone stuff for, they're like a whole company that do high-end stuff. So they're setting up a tripod. Edelkrone is very interesting because I like their trading program, and I'm sorry to get on this rant with these guys, but their price point ain't cheap.
Oh yeah, they
number one.
Look at the Jib Plus, $3,000.
Yeah, their price point ain't cheap. You can find these stuff on sale, and their upgrades are not very consistent. So I got 2 of their sliders. I got the jib. I got the pivot joint, the tilt thing. The thing I used to have on the desk, I used to have that moving. So when I'm live by myself, it'll move and stuff like that. But the thing with it is for the cost of it, the stability in your cameras. You got the 6700, right? Do you have a 6700?
No, I had
Jane?
67. No, I got the A7 CR and the FX.
Right. So your FX, the stability in there, moving it with the hand, depending on what you shooting, like you don't need to put it on all that stuff and automate it. Like I used it because I was automating it in the room and it works. So like if I'm just broadcasting live on myself, it works. I see your comment, John. The max payload for those jibs. So they have 2 versions. They'll have the Pro and they have the regular. The regular is for light cameras and the Pro is going to be for heavier stuff. But the price goes up so big. I mean, film crews, they don't be using no daggone Edelkrone. They got other equipment and stuff. So I'm almost looking at them like, is it for the creative? Is it for the consumer? Like what consumer is it really for? Like I made use out of it. I guess the company's doing great, but I'm just like, they send me emails all the time.
I
They
bet
always
do,
saying they
'cause
got a
they
sale
know
and they
you.
don't have a sale. It's,
Well,
you know.
I'm trying to show them their website is frozen here. You know, trying to
Yo,
show some
their
Metachrome.
website was jacked up for so long, and they upgraded. I mean, you can control the daggone slider from your watch.
Wow.
It's dope. Like you literally could just be like, I could set it back up and do it from the watch and stuff, but I'm like, Jib 1 version 3. So they got
No
a third
stop.
version out now.
Look at
Jeez.
that. $2,200.
Yeah, that's expensive for
It's
for
true
that
though.
move.
Look at
I
it.
mean,
Yeah, look at that. Go ahead, John. Get you one. Or wait till I get an affiliate code, and then I'll.
John, and you know it's crazy. I still got that Moza. Is it? Yeah, it's called the Moza. It's the tribe. It's like the monopod that extends. I did a video on it on YouTube a long time ago, but it extends out and back, but it's noisy as hell. I mean, unless you do it super slow, then it go.
Oh yeah, that's
And
the
go back
long
and
bar
forth.
one,
That's
right?
a good setup there. I got that Hit Plus. That's a good setup.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
So,
the
but
setup.
the
But you know
Moza,
what
bro,
it's for?
did you get yours at Best Buy?
What?
I think it's just a long bar, right?
No, I got it. No, I bought it online.
Okay.
And shoot, I can't get nobody to take this thing that's going to use it. I
I was
tried
gonna
to
say,
get
'cause
Sammy.
let's see, hold on. Yeah, the slide
It's-
pod.
it's
Yeah, I had that. I bought mine from Best Buy. I had it for
biggest waste of money, man.
1 week.
Slide
give it back
pod.
to
That's
him.
what it's called.
Yep.
The slide pod.
I had it for 1
Biggest
week. I
waste
gave
of
it back
money.
to him. Yep. It's
What the heck I'm
terrible.
gonna do with this thing?
You're right. It's noisy. Don't nobody just give it away. Just go and bless
What
somebody.
am I going to
with
do
it.
with that, man? I don't even want to give it away. I mean, geez, like you can mount it on something, but I'm like,
Ooh, it's
I'm never
expensive
doing a
still.
video that movement is worth the time of setting the daggone thing up.
Yeah, it didn't make no sense, man. Just go ahead and give that to somebody. Moza.
Now, here's the crazy thing. Shooting with it, though, the movement that it can do, like the one shot that it can do that other things can't do is if you put it at the corner of something and extend out, right? So here, so if you got it like this and your camera's on there and you have it like extend outward, it like that's cute, but it's like nobody's really gonna be wild at the finished product of the thing going, you know, and coming back, or this angle of going up, unless you're doing a time lapse. That's one of them things where, remember we were talking about the other week about the job of the companies is to make money, right? Then it is, we're making money by helping you to do something creative. So it's kind of like a tethered thing. Somebody came up with the idea, we make products to up your quality and stuff like that. I mean, tell the OG that's still making more money than you with an A7 III. Right? He's not buying into that the A7 IV is better. Better is relative to him. It don't really mean better, because he has already dialed in the number one lens. If anybody can say in the comment section, the number one lens, that if you got at least 5 photographers in a room, what is 90% of the time on their camera? Do you know the answer, James? 90% of the time, no matter what brand they have, there's a certain
85.
thing that's on their camera.
I'm gonna say
What
a
is
50 or an 85.
Nah, that would be second. It's
Okay.
the 2470. Period.
Okay.
2470. But you're right. If they're prime shooter,
Yeah.
if they're prime shooter, 35, 50, or 85 would be the 3 things you carry around, right? A 24, if you have it, a 50 and 85. So you got to at least have a 24. If I'm shooting prime and I know it's low light, I'll have a 24 and 85 to get me a little bit of reach. I know I got it on the A7CR, so I know I got crop space on there to get the tighter shot. That's it. But 90% of the time, Gretchen can back me up on this. Anybody with a mirrorless camera, you're safest with a 24-70. Done. You don't need nothing else. It don't matter if you got an A7 III, a 4, or a 5. Technically, it does not matter. Now, if you got a R, right, you can squeeze it a little bit more. But say that to the person that the upgrade that I did inside the camera, the license that I got is so dope, Kevin. The A7CR has it in it, but you got to buy it for the other cameras. Sony, y'all got us on this. But I paid for it. I made my own template in Logoist. I made my own template. You upload it to the camera, and I got it framed for exactly what an Instagram 4x5 is going to do. Whether I turn the camera this way or this way, I got it framed exactly for. So the picture that I see in my eye, I literally have that picture. Then when I go to Lightroom, I hit one button and it crops it right to exactly what I saw. Done. I'm over with. I created my presets, my masking. So now I can do this just like that. All my pictures. You know what I'm saying? But because I can do that with the equipment I have now, the new auto tracking so that you can chase an ant across the floor doesn't do anything for me. Right? Look at the hype they put on the A9 III. Oh, you could take 120, and in the words of Froman, right? Like you said, and then the A1 comes out and it does not have global shutter.
Didn't impress.
Fight, bruh.
That's $6,000. It didn't impress.
Bro, it does not have global shutter. It tells us something. And then Manny Ortiz, like he said, the pre-shot is cool, but the pre-shot suggests you don't know when to pull the trigger. And you need the safety of catching the picture before you see the picture. That's a good thing to have. Not gonna argue that. But what nobody's talking about is you are crap out of luck when it comes to post-processing. You got all this crap. And then the party the other night, I had to do something Sunday morning. I had to play for a church. They needed a musician. I was like, cool, I'll come out of retirement, play real quick. I had a good time on a Hammond B3.
I was gonna say, was you on a Hammond, brother? Okay, here we go.
But I wasn't able to do my, I lead a party at 1, 2 in the morning. By the time everybody wake up, there go my pictures with great quality because I had to go to church the next day. So I posted my pictures later on. But dude, by the time Monday hit, all the other photographers at the event, don't nobody want to see their pictures now? You know what I'm saying? It's like the event over, bro. People was buying outfits for the next event. The night is gone. Everybody done posted their pictures in the phone. So what? You took yours with a $2,000 lens. So what? Your camera costs $5,000. Nobody cares. It's the same shot, and we all saw that chick with that nice dress on or the dude with the dope suit and the hat on. We seen it already. It's over. The video, caught that with the Meta. Once again, shout out to James Hicks, got him with the Meta glasses. I didn't sit there, and you know what? I took video with the A7C. I took video, and guess what? I ain't even posting it. Because what I got with the Metas, it showed me exactly what I need. People got the point, and I don't need to go, let me show the 4K version of it. Check it out, John. I don't have to go, ooh, but this the 4K. Ooh. And with a 1.4 lens. Who cares? The Meta did the job.
That's what you got right here, folks, right now.
That's it. The Meta did the job. It's a wrap. Look at her.
Yeah, look.
Right there. The Meta did the job. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? And John, you're right. What's the benefit of global shutter for photos? I'm a video guy and I don't take any type of pictures. Is it the same benefit as video to prevent jelloing? Yes, that would be it. But I mean, the benefit of global shutter for photos, I don't really know, because they can't push the megapixels that me and James got in the camera he's using now, and the camera that I go and take pictures with. The global shutter, I think it's at 40 megapixels. Right? It's at 40. They don't even have like no 61 or nothing like that.
Global shutter image sensor exposes all pixels simultaneously, so flicker cannot occur within a single image, but may appear between frames.
So to answer his question, the lights behind me, my camera's here, the thing I'm gonna do in my next setup, all these are hue lights, which is bad, other than the key lights and all of that, and the hair light. All the color joints over here, except for two that I don't have on right here, they are a hue, and that is a dumb move. Nobody told me at the time. I learned the hard way. So I had to put my cameras on too, European, so it don't be flickering. Because if I would have switched these on American, the background would be like. So now, if I had an A9, that would not happen.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't read that. It wouldn't be trying to draw the lines or whatever. It's like pow right here. The advantages on it, I don't know. That camera is for sports photography. That's what it's for.
Yeah, that's the one that's out there on the field and at all the NFL games, and that's that and the Sony. I'm sorry, the Canon R5, I believe, is the one that they use at the Olympics. But
yeah, so for that, you definitely need it. But I thought about an A9. I was like, oh yeah, now that'd be good for a model shoot. I'm like, dude, with the high speed on an A7R5 or A7C, and then especially if you put a Type A card in one of those, in an A7 IV. I mean, with an A7 IV, it's fast enough that it's like, I mean, you trying to pick between the picture where your wife or your model's going, like, that's too many pictures to choose from. Get the shot.
Get one shot. Like, and do you need to spend? Hold on. Do you need to spend $6,000?
The return on investment is like crazy. Trying to get that out of that much camera. Yeah. Like, no. Now, yeah, for video, yeah, it'll take care of that jelloing. Like, that's a good thing. It'll be like the I guess it's better than the eye. Almost, because the head got to catch up depending on orientation. So
that's what you pay for. That's what you pay for.
How much is that camera?
It's $6,000. Not even on like a holiday sale. God, wait,
bro, I ain't mad at the dude. I seen some dudes show up with me, and when I say that camera looked like they been in Vietnam with that joint. Like, damn, bro. Like that. I mean, that joint scratched up. That joint like an old Kirk Franklin song. I've gone through the fire and I've been through the flood. I've been broken into pieces. Them cameras is hurting. But guess what? Nobody sees my pictures and their pictures and say that their camera was wounded. Them joints show up a good picture, and that's all that matters.
That's it. John, yeah, no, that it doesn't have a fan on that one. No, you got to go with the cinema cameras, the FX 30 and 3 to get the camera. Got to get that, yeah.
Hey, what's up, Dave Hunt's in the house. Building. Yo, I cannot get rid of my A66 for sentimental reasons. So I'm gonna get rid of the A5100. I'm gonna get rid of another A51, and I'm gonna put the A66 back on the jib. But here's the thing: I took it out of my CineRig casing, and the CineRig now is just in a nano case, because I only use it like 3 times a year. Like literally 3 times a year for those special gigs where it's like, it's horizontal, and I was using the APS-Cs, but I'm like, now the problem is I may get rid of those daggone snipers. Right? I'm in a rock and a hard place, because I'm like, I got a Sigma 1850, right?
Oh, somebody pray
And
for
I'm
this
like,
man.
my
You
next
gonna give
setup,
me
the
this sniper.
1850 gives me that zoom space. Because the snipers are, fixed lengths, and I already have these Sigmas here, I'm just like, I don't do that much filming out. And dude, I'm doing photography gigs where it's one guy, it's a lady that we all do work with. She contracts us.
Mhm.
It's a female photographer, it's me, and then there's 2 video guys she used. Them dudes show up with a beat up 2470 on a A7S III and do all of the footage.
Oh, faithful.
These,
Yeah.
the one joker, he don't have light the first. I mean, I got the DJI mic with the hot shoe on there. I can mic the people up, put a lav joint on them. I got the Peter McKinnon, filters, and I got stuff, bro. I got the Hobo lights and stuff. I got stuff. This dude get his check just like I get mine, and my man show up. It gets better. I got V-mount batteries.
Wow.
The one boy I was working with, he was like, damn, this concert long. He said, this event long. Yeah, my battery getting low. He reached in his back pocket and pulled out another FZ100 out his back pocket. Flipped and put that battery in there. And I'm looking at him. Dude, I got Atmos Ninja. I got the Ninja. I got 3 of them.
Wow. Yeah.
I got the Ninja to record in 4K and put the LUTs on it and everything.
Right on
This
the
dude-
right on the panel too. Okay, the Ninja. Okay.
This dude, listen, I use Sony Tough Cards. My man got what's that cheap joint out of Best Buy?
What do you got? Them
Sans disc. He got a Sans disc, a 30, a V30, not even a 60, bro.
Just riding dirty. Just if it blow up, it blow up.
Or maybe he
right.
got a 60. He ain't got people that know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. John know what I'm talking about. My man got a V60 maybe, a A7S3, no V mount,
shooting on
no
an
light,
Insignia.
no nothing, just a 2470 or a 50. There you go, James, a 50. And they walking across, they hitting it, boom, turn that video over, and he's getting paid.
Same way as you. Getting it.
Getting paid same way as me.
Yeah.
I will never do video for this lady. And when I do video for her, guess what I do?
Bless.
All I need you to get is
Is it behind the
cha-ching,
scenes?
extra money.
Okay, Meta.
And guess what's crazy? Look, John,
That's it right there.
John on
That's
it.
it right there.
His profit margin is killing.
He
so
already
I
in the
had
black.
to rethink my stuff, and I'm like, James, it's sitting right
He
here.
already in the black.
Look, this the 8. I just unmounted this out of the Cine rig, and
Yeah.
I still got to take this arm off. That's the A66. I got a Sigma 1850. You know how many young boys will be like, OG, if
Yeah.
you just give me that,
I'm
I
gonna be
will
all right.
make the money to pay for it.
I'm gonna be all right.
Bruh.
That's true. That's true.
And I'm the one sitting there. Oh, I got the rack. You could put the Ninja on top, and it got the extra arm. So if you turn it vertical, and they looking at me like, I don't need
Doing
no
too
handle
much.
for vertical shooting. They
You
just
doing
turn
too
the
much,
damn
brother.
thing like this. Like, I mean, some of these jokers ain't even got a gimbal, bro. Ain't even using gimbals. So you right, John. Profit margin, ridiculous. This is what this ties back to what we talked about a couple weeks
Mhm.
ago. The technology is so far advanced. It's well beyond the consuming from the creativity. Right? It's beyond what people have the capacity to consume from what you're creating. So we're arguing over nothing. The Osmo Pocket 3. My son took my Osmo from me
Go ahead.
because he
Isaiah.
knew I wasn't using it. And then they come out with the mini DJI mic. I just had to help a client out. I was like, listen, I just explained to you why you don't need the mini. But it's smaller. I was like, yo, it's still a black mic that you got to mount here And only thing is just like a couple of centimeters smaller, but it's still a dot on your chest.
Mm-hmm.
How do you circumvent that? Well, if you get the DJI Mic 2, you can put a lav on it and put it somewhere and hide it, right? And you can record 32-bit float. Right? So if you yell, holler, scream, you can fix it. The little mic fixes that, but you can't fix it. Right? Also, your guy who's doing the video for you, he can't digitally mount that in here. He's got to use a wire, number one, and he can't have you record it like and get it later, like just record it into the mic. So, ma'am, when you walk in to do your speech, we can just hit the button. It'll record for like 14 hours. It's going 32-bit float, 14 hours. So if you backstage here, there, yo, just give me the mic afterwards. And whenever I press the button, I'm on you. I got your audio done. Now with that other mic, we got a slight little problem. So it's good for creators. That's the stuff that just get me, man. The creative. So my point again, the technology is so far advanced. It is so beyond our capacity to consume what has been created.
And either way is not necessarily a negative, just a different way of generating the product, generating content. It's not.
Hey, the thing that kills me is when I'm watching some of my favorite guys that I follow on Instagram, and they review a product, and then they said, "Oh, I really love this, but I got to send it back." Wait a minute. They like, one day I might get this myself, but for now I'm cool with my A7 III, or I'm cool with the A7 IV. Dude, you just gave me a whole video, and I'm ready to buy it, and you say you're giving it back.
One reviewer, I can believe you. I don't know if I can give you my hard-earned money if you gonna do that.
They compared the A1 to the new A1 II, right? And they showed the stability test, and they said, "Can you actually tell which one is better?" And dude was like, "I can't really see it." And it's like, so here's my recommendation: if you never had an A1 and you got the money, get the new one.
Yes.
If you on a budget, get an old A1 and get a lens, because you're most likely not going to trade in the lens.
Marry the glass, date the body. Okay.
Suri got an anamorphic lens, automatic, to 40. And then I watch people complain about that. It's like there's a problem with that lens because it's like it doesn't really look anamorphic.
Oh my God.
They would have had me. They would have had me. So I'm gonna keep this guy for sentimental reasons.
Hold on to that. That's a good one right there. Mount that somewhere, and always remember where the journey started. I'm looking at these. So you had me looking at these Auroras right here. This 85. I need to stop.
But look, for you, if you get it for portrait, trust me, I think that joint's a beast for portrait.
Yeah. See, 17% off now too. Gosh,
dude, for under $600.
Should not be talking to you, man. Lord have mercy. Is Jen still on? She was
Look
on
at that. You can't beat that, man. You can't beat that, and that's full frame, right?
That's full frame, real fast too. Look at that. 1.4.
See, man. If I didn't have this Sigma 85, I would just get that and just have my 85 range and call it a day.
It is. I like that size. All right.
that thing beautiful, man. So the downfall with that is if you're doing video, right? It can you can have some problems. Yeah. If you're shooting a scene and you need to squeeze in here and then squeeze out there and pull focus on this and pull focus on that. So James is going to show the hex color on the microphone, and then he's going to, squeeze it to the screen behind them, and then do a pull focus on the shirt. If you ain't doing all of that and you just snapping a picture of your lovely wife or your children, get that 85 and call it a day. Call it a day, bro. You gonna get the same results. We all go hang out in New York again, and we pull our A7s out, our A7Cs out, and I take it with this Sigma 85. You take one with that Aurora 85. Ain't nobody gonna look at them pictures and say nothing different.
See, on that note, as you try to convince me to spend another $500,
go ahead and get that 85.
I got his Christmas list from these 3 folks that live in my house, and they tripping. I'm just saying. My daughter she got Wander stuff on her list that she won't. That did make me kind of happy when she got these Wander. So
my son girlfriend got my orange Wander backpack.
That's what she want. She want the I'm looking at it right now, the tech bag, the large orange or the purple one with the strap. You know, she got all this. I gotta get it. Hopefully she's not watching.
That's the 85, David. It's the 85 Suri.
Yeah,
85 lens.
Yeah, we'll get that one. Florence, we see you. Appreciate you for being here.
Look at that.
Yes,
you gonna get it?
Out
you gonna
that
get it,
right
James?
there next to his keyboard too, for his early morning sessions. Yeah. Same price for any camera. See, don't do that. See, okay, we done now. Let's go ahead and bring this plane in because you're gonna have me spending $500.
Go ahead, get it, James.
Let's go ahead and bring. But I tell you what, this look, Creative Verse 2024 out there on IG. We doing it on IG. We doing it. But if I don't, I'm gonna talk to you anyway. But make sure you enjoy your holiday. Because I know it's gonna get hectic here in the next couple of weeks.
We're gonna pop on and we're gonna have to do a pop-up impromptu something.
Wait, let me know anytime.
Some kind of impromptu something. Because with this new administration, something gonna go down. We're gonna need to talk about. I feel it in my bones. Hey, listen. If I'm Isaiah and you ain't part me, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
What you say?
Won't he do it?
Let's be clear, okay?
It's
just like, Joe, why'd you say you wasn't going to do it? Just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing.
Don't say it. Just go out and do it. Don't tell nobody.
You already shared your thought. It ain't nobody business. Just when it's all over.
Just sign the paperwork and well, see, yeah, that's what he did. He could have just not told anybody.
The problem ain't because you did it. The problem is because you said you wasn't going to do it. That's what
you
the
said
problem
you was real clear that you wasn't going to do it.
Because everybody, I'm like, you gotta look out for your boy. You gotta look out for your boy.
You do,
like,
right?
I got you, son.
If we was in the same situation, I'm just saying, just one of them things. I said, you got a little dirt on you. We'll take care of it, but I got you. Before I leave the building, we're gonna take care of that. Okay.
You go.
John, look, there you go. Not spending any money. We got you, man. We subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be looking for you. JJSC Tech, appreciate you for joining, man. Everybody as well. Miss Ponce in the building over here on IG.
Let this be the season of not spending.
Oh, that's too late for that, brother.
It's
too late for that. Yeah, King of Folks still on.
Because the trap is, I learned. Listen, take it from me.
Yeah.
More spending ain't gonna make you more creative. I promise you, it's not. What do you say? I know that I've asked about your thoughts on the Tamron 28 to 300, wildlife, nature, etc. In the words of Doc Rock, buy it right or buy it twice.
My God.
Right? I don't know if he coined that or not, but I'm gonna give him credit on that. Best move I did ever is to get the 70 to 200. If I could do it all over again, I'd have got the G Master 2470. Or if you're on a budget, you get a Sigma 2470 version 1 or version 2, it's not really gonna make a difference other than weight, and you get a 70 to 200 Sigma. It's heavier than the Sony, but if you got a Sony 70-200, especially wildlife, you can't miss.
Yeah.
Right? You're right, Jake John. Buy once, cry once. Exactly. The ouch is on the first one. Tamrons are great though. Don't get me wrong. Tamrons are great, but wildlife is a niche, right? If you're gonna sit out there and chase birds and bees and stuff, honestly, no, look, cry work. You said buy once, cry once. Yeah, okay, okay, got you. But here's the thing. If you're going to do that, like, so for the camera that James has, the camera that I have, and then my A7R5, right? They got bug tracking and stuff in there.
Yeah.
It works great with a Sony lens. The macro and stuff, it works great with a Sony lens, unless you're doing something that's a one-off. Right. No, you're right. Sony is connected with the Tamron lenses. The move on it is always going to be, if you're trying to cut corners and save money. Like, there's no replacement for the Sony 70 to 200, in my opinion. There's none. Like, I got that G Master 2. There's no replacement for that. You don't miss with that lens. I promise you. Do you get great stuff with the Tamron? Absolutely. My son, he going to save up his money. He wants a 70 to 200. I'm going to suggest to him, get the Sigma 70 to 200. If Tamron came out with a 70 to 200, I would tell him to look at it, because you're just trying to get that range. You're going to get the compression if you use it as a portrait lens and not just a zoom. Cool. Because you can always grab dad's 70 to 200.
Yeah.
Right? You can always borrow mine. But
Been looking forward for a long time.
if you're getting into a certain thing, like if you're going into sports, I just wouldn't push going to Sigma and Tamron if I got a Sony camera, right? And I'm doing sports photography. If I'm just an enthusiast, whatever, to me, that's where those other brands fit in at. I have Tamron lenses. I just don't find myself using them that much. I don't know if it's a phobia or whatever, but I don't find myself like really gravitating towards it. The crazy thing is, in this room, I don't have any Sony lenses on any of the cameras in this room. All the lenses are Sigma or Surrey lenses.
Sniper.
So I don't even, in studio, it doesn't really matter to me, but taking pictures and stuff, the accuracy, the sharpness, blah, 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 I kind of really tend to buy into, get that. That's why Canon is so dope, because Canon they don't even mess with the other brands and stuff. They real bougie when they join, like, you know, you gotta buy a Canon lens, period. Like, Canon people, they be the main ones crying in the comment section. Make one for Canon mount. And the company's like, Canon acting stupid. So yeah, I don't know. I think I've learned that way, where it's just like, just pony up and get Sony on Sony for the main thing that you're doing, and then start branching into other stuff, unless you're trying to cut corners and save money from the jump. But listen to Kevin too. Take his word on it. If it's like, yo, the 2875, because here's what I found out. I'll just say this and I'll shut up. In the camera stores that I've been going into, I go to the camera store when I used to hang out a lot, when I was in my buying phase. I watch people buy different lenses. And then eventually those lenses are in the sell space. Hear what I'm saying? And the guy in the store is saying, oh, this was barely used or X, Y, and Z, because eventually people are going to go to that G Master. They're going to go to the other thing, unless you're getting something specific. I'm going to tell y'all one more hint. Do not sleep on Zeiss. Do not sleep on the Sony Zeiss.
Yeah,
the pictures that I just did, James, with the truck, all of them was the Zeiss 55. All of them. I got that lens for $300. Each one of them joints, and they sharp as a tack. 1.8, Kevin, you know what this is. It's the Zeiss 55, 1.8, and I put a Polar Pro half mist filter on there.
Okay.
And all those pictures are shot on that. So the next thing is I got rid of my G Master 24 and I have the 24G compact. I put that on my A7C. Pictures fire. Pictures fire. I've been cleaning up with that lens. Cleaning. All them pictures from that party, they all on the A7C and the 24 2.8. It's not the 1.4 24. I don't even have that anymore.
Okay.
I had a flash, popped them pictures. Again, technology is so far ahead of us that the cheaper lens is gotta be character. Like find your character in it. But for once again, David, if it's just leisure shooting, look into the Tamron, look into the Sigma, look into a dope used lens. But if you're really like digging in, I would just go ahead and get a Sony. Just get a Sony. Call it a day.
Make it happen. I
Pay
think
that
that's
money
going to
up,
be my
make it happen.
next lens unless something crazy happens. There you go. So they go to
Dude, where your traffic coming from? How you holding 30 peoples?
I don't know.
You a baller, James. Like,
we still got 34, but you know, all I know is I smell something cooking in the kitchen. So mama
you go
went
ahead and
online.
get that meal.
Yeah, right. But she went and she dropped something in the oven there. When she got home, I smelled something cooking. So yeah, we gonna go eat. We finna go eat, brother.
The next live, James gonna show y'all how to do templates and get y'all verticals right. Y'all go ahead and cash app.
I'm gonna put my hex code, or no, my little QR code on there, so you can send it straight to the Venmo, straight to the.
Kilos 44.
But I would say this: just got a little notice from our tax from our accountant. Y'all pay attention to using Venmo, Cash App, Stripe, and all them. If you a business starting at least next year, they're gonna start cracking down on that. The numbers that you don't have to report are going down, right? So I think the number right now was 6,000 to 5,000 or something like that, starting in 2025. Or don't take my advice, but pay attention to your folks. I think the number is going down all the way down to like $500 or $600. So again, that's if you're using these apps, if you're using Venmos and the Cash Apps and the PayPals and all that. I'm sure you're reporting those numbers anyway, but if you're making over a certain threshold,
well, your boy, that
they're gonna want to see
your car guy
receipt.
is running that IRS and stuff now.
Lord, see, there you go. That's a whole nother 2 hours.
You get a
show
job,
right
and you get a job, and you get a job, and James is going to be the chief executive officer of all mics used for broadcasting in America.
Bruh, that's a whole nother conversation for me right now, because
Our new head of broadcasting systems across America,
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, see,
Isaiah Hicks.
I'm pulling these
Out of
posters.
college.
I got one big one in front of me, and I got two behind me. I don't know what I'll tell you what I end up doing, because I have to make a move by 1st of January. Lease is up, so man, yeah, this is causing me some pain and suffering and constant all kind of things right now. I'll let you know what I do.
You people that be on the expressway with no hands on the wheel. Bougie folk.
Sitting in the parking lot watching YouTube TV. That's what I do, right? See, that's what I'm gonna do tonight. When I get to the gym, I'm gonna sit in the car, watch a little YouTube TV, watch a little ESPN Sports Center before I go in. But you can't.
You ain't even gotta touch the wheel to go to the gym. You just get in the car and say, go to the gym.
That's true.
That's cheap. It just say go to the gym. I watched the guy, he had his Tesla truck and he chilling, talking on the phone, the car parking. I said, man. You and Shaq and all of them. I know you got one of them trucks. I seen.
No, I don't have a truck. No, I'm a sedan kind of guy. I'm not one of them.
He got one. He got one of them cyber trucks, so you can stab yourself trying to go around the back of the car and get something out the trunk, cut your whole damn arm off. Slicing bread with that car. I said, damn, it's a straight sharp line in the back.
Close the trunk and you back there slicing bread with it.
I told the guy, I said, he ride his bike. He said, oh, I said, yo, be careful. Don't ride too close, because if you fall, you will put a gash in your head, bro.
It's gonna be a bad day for you. It's gonna be a bad day for you.
Boy.
That's where I get caught. See, there you go, man. Okay, see now.
I get to a brawl, I'm gonna find a Tesla truck around and kick the guy on the back of the truck and shut it down. Do a Bruce Lee on him. Yeah! Back stabbed in the back, like Keith got involuntary manslaughter. He pushed the guy into a Tesla truck.
What did he do?
Was the truck moving? No, it was sitting still. It was the back of the truck. Dang, should have put him on the front.
He got sharp as razor blades back there, boy. Sharp as razor blades.
You say, Kevin, you just walk up to the Tesla truck like.
I'm not one of them cats just shooting at my vehicle because it's bulletproof or nothing like that. Like you see these other crazy fools. That's not what I do. That's not what.
What's that dude that makes the he does them the special edition the cars, Barons or Brabus or whatever it's called. He the German dude, he does them special cars. He kits them up.
Okay.
He brands them. It looks like a Bentley sign, but he brands them. You got one of them in your driveway. I know you do. You got that special edition.
I'm not gonna put that my business out there in these internet streets because
James be out there with Swiss Beats and them hanging out, car shoes. You and Alicia Keys, and that's why we was all at that play together. I know y'all talked to Alicia.
We well, I didn't talk to her, but I think my wife and daughter gonna be back there. They going back to New York next month, and they gonna go check it out. And just watch. Alicia's gonna be there at Hell's Kitchen. Lord, okay.
Oh, you ain't going?
No, I don't get to go. It's a girls' trip, so I don't know. Just gonna stay here.
Oh, you and the big guy, y'all gotta be home. He bigger than you now,
credits and debits. What's that? He'll be home then. He'll be home by then. Yeah, he'll be home by then.
That's why you buffing up. Cause your son bigger than you now. You see my son boxing and stuff, right?
I saw your Isaiah out there with some hands. I said, oh.
He got them hands. I said, oh, I gotta let him know. Like, I gotta walk around, poke my chest out. Like, yo, I brought you in this world. I take you out.
I still take you down. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Anytime we in New York and you go FaceTime your son got a cookout, he grill master. I'm like, he running things. My God, shout out to my boy. He's shindigging like, yeah, family is out of town. We good. Party.
Yeah. Man, that's it. There we go again. Putting all the business out there. Let me see. I said, what he doing? Hopefully where he at? I don't know where he at, right? He probably working too. Hopefully. In my pocket.
They good. They just went back to school, right?
Yeah.
For the holidays. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the family pictures, man. That's what I'm talking about. Wait a minute. I saw a picture. I was like, wait, whoa. I seen somebody holding a baby up.
No, slow down.
I was like, wait. I had to slide to scroll back. Like, what y'all doing over there?
I gotta watch that. She posting kind of thing.
I was like, oh, that's a family picture. I was like,
it has nothing to do with me. Has nothing was not my child. I only got two. I got two.
I said I had to slow down and be like, wait. Clarify what's going on there, bro.
I'm surprised I didn't get like no text message from you like you got some explaining to do.
Cause that's why you buffing up. Hey James, go ahead and stand up before we close out. Everybody notice James with his shirt. His shirt got a little snugness to it. Cause he chiseled.
Just mediums, but that's what it is. That's all. I'm not gonna put
arms. Let me tell Irv. I'm gonna be like, yo, you see your boy James? James on there with the t-shirt on, flexing the muscles and stuff. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm just trying to do what we do. Trying to stay up with you, brother. Listen, man, do your thing. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Go to the gym so you can get back and get your deacon juice.
That's exactly. We're gonna leave it at that, man. He could
Love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
Holler.
God, dog.